Let's try it out. Let's see if this is working, guys. Looks like it is. It says it is. It says stream is excellent. We're gonna test it on my end here. Guys.
Yep. Oh, there we go. I can see myself. Ooh.
Are we working now?
It looks like it. I can see my name. I can see your name, and I can see the scores.
Are we good, guys? Are we good, chat? This is the biggest fucking. This is worse than yesterday, and I had more time.
What's that? The delay?
No, getting it set up in time.
Oh, getting it set up.
I at least made the bounce yesterday. Good God. I'm so sorry about that, chat. I had this all set up yesterday before I went to bed. Everything was working great, and for some reason we ran into like way more technical difficulties than I ever expected to. Doing a live stream, normally this works out pretty easily. So yeah, hello, welcome back. We got Brock here with us again from the Incorrectly podcast.
Hey, peeps.
So he's super excited. He is a Geelong supporter. So go ahead and you can tell him all about that while I finish getting this set up here. You tell him how much.
Yeah. So. Oh, well, I wouldn't sleep with one of the players, but, you know.
Okay.
I'd probably shine their shoes.
There you go. Nice.
Look, I'm not a crazy one-eyed supporter. Like I was saying, I don't think when anyone could hear us, if we're holding the ball and they don't call it, I can see that we're holding the ball sort of thing. So, yeah. If we get an iffy free kick, I'm open to discussion on that.
He's a good sportsman. Hey.
Like before when Henderson didn't handball it, and I don't think they called holding the ball.
Oh. Okay.
They just let it play, and it was our advantage
Gotcha.
for them to do that.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay, I think we're good. Are these both Americans?
Jeez. Danger going in there.
We got some new people in here, chat. No, this is an Aussie. So we got an Aussie.
Aussie
on the left.
I'm in Melbourne.
He's in Melbourne. I'm in Minnesota. Melbourne to Minnesota. We're across the pond.
Eminem.
It's 4 in the morning here, and it's what, 8 o'clock there?
Yeah, about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
We got Razor Ray on the umpiring. I was just about to say referee, and Minky, you're rubbing off the wrong way on me, mate.
Yeah, I love it. I like it. Oh, we got this cheeky chap of an ump. What was his name?
Yeah, Razor Ray.
Razor Ray. Yeah, a lot of people don't like him, huh?
Nah, he's like the third team sometimes. It all depends what side you get on it. Have you seen the video of the actual umpire taking a mark in a game?
Wait.
He forgot where he was and he took a mark. And he's like, oh shit.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Go Stanley, come back. Yeah, yes.
Everybody what the hell's going? I hope you guys are kidding, chat. You're getting honest. We're not wearing our masks.
Well, you don't have to wear a mask because
no, I don't.
You're in America and it's actually every man for themselves.
All right, it's the Wild West out here, baby.
Yeah,
no, we have to wear them. We're supposed to wear them.
I'm in a room by myself.
Me too.
So yeah,
I got kiddies.
Look, I got masks laid on, peeps. He's got one for every occasion.
He's got masks for sale, chat.
Yeah. Not to mention the 4 in the glove box in the car.
Jesus. So real quick, I did want to say if anybody's tuning in from yesterday's stream, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us yesterday and making your way back here today for this game. I did have an audio issue yesterday, and I believe we fixed it. I'm gonna go double check it quick because I want to make sure.
Were we doing the alphabet again? Or?
God damn it! Brock and I did the alphabet for like 20 minutes yesterday trying to figure this.
And we could only get up to G.
Well, that's all we needed to get up to. So I had a delay. There was a delay where it was like I was talking over him. It seemed like, but he was pushed back like a second. So everything was messed up. But looks like we are good now. Yeah, it should be good. There shouldn't be any delay. I think it should be a lot better.
Well, that delay was the closest I'll ever get to Hawaii.
I've been to Hawaii. Really?
No, I actually have on a stopover. On the way to the States.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And on the way back too, actually.
Suppose.
because I was sitting next to someone very smelly and very large, and because it was Hawaii, then the next stop was Sydney before going down to Melbourne. And I said, "Oh, where are you going to?" Hoping they're going to get off at Sydney. I'm going to Melbourne. I'm like, "Ah."
All the way home to you. That's funny.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I remember that's the one thing I remember going to Hawaii was how long the flight was. It was such a long flight. Anyway,
I remember getting off too, and just the humidity straight off you smacks you in the face as soon as
back
you get off.
into Australia or what?
No. When you just for the stopover.
Yeah.
Because we're only meant to be there for, I don't know, half hour if that, but we're there for a couple of hours because there was a loose rivet on the plane, I think, and they had to fix it. Plummet
Oh, yeah, we
Airways.
got Coxie playing today. We got the Coxman playing today.
And he's got a bit of a black eye.
I saw that in the last
too.
game when he got before it was black, like the game he got hit.
Yeah,
he got a real
pumped.
big, like kind of starting to
punched him,
swell,
yeah.
and it's
Coming up on it. Yeah, go 2E, handball it off. Go Henry.
See, this is what I hate.
Go.
Honestly, I can't
Here
stand
we
when
go.
Collingwood plays Geelong because I get mixed up who's who every time. Every time I watch highlights, every time I watch. You can't have stripes going sideways and then stripes going straight up and down.
Oh, yeah. No. And it's a myth too that horizontal stripes make you look fatter. They actually make you look skinnier. It's an actual myth that a lot of people think the Collingwood jumper. Yes.
Nice, easy peasy.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that makes you look slimmer, the vertical, but it doesn't. It's the hoops, as we call them. But the shittiest jumper, and I think everyone in the chat will probably agree, for the colour-wise, is Hawthorn.
Yeah, they got like that, kind of like poop brown.
Yeah, you can't do anything with brown.
Matthew,
And they've tried silver, I think, and it looked like a Power Rangers. They called it a Power Rangers jumper.
So let's see.
Freo had the shit one though.
People said Matthew says Dictator Dan's gonna find you and fine you. For not wearing a mask. Matthew also says I'm a Collingwood supporter. Obviously, I'm not, don't get so you know you don't know that. I got the kitty shirt on for crying out loud. Come on now. Yeah.
Who was that? Matthew? Did you say?
Matthew.
So what? Think of all the money. All the money he saves on not having to buy toothpaste or have a toothbrush.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe he's a Geelong supporter. And he thinks I'm a Collingwood supporter. Is it?
Oh, okay. No, you got all your teeth.
For now. You keep sending me this Aussie candy, and I don't know
Collingwood supporter
about that. That honeycomb does a number on you, I tell you.
Well, I didn't get. I just got normal M&Ms today, but they didn't last long enough for the live stream.
Yeah,
like my lunch.
Snacks, I was waiting for the honeycomb M&Ms.
No, I was waiting for something to come in the mail to a voucher for a supermarket, but it didn't come until later in the day. Oh, on your Dagoe. How's our what time you got on your game?
57
on your stream.
55. Oh, I just stopped at 56.
Oh, stop. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm just about to start again from 56 now. So I'm 54.
55, 54, 53.
Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yep. So that's how long the speed of light takes to go into the ocean all the way over here.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, hello chat. Let me know. Also, real quick, for anybody who's watching in chat, I did put out a poll on the community tab for who is going to win today's game. Who you think is going to win today's game? I'm about to close that poll, so if you haven't voted in it yet, you have about a minute and a half to go to my community tab on my YouTube channel and vote in that poll. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you do it, and I'm going to use it and abuse it.
Blood roll.
Hit the subscribe button right there. I got a fancy little thing. Thanks to Brock. Thank you, Brock, for the fancy little subscribe animation. But yeah, go hit that and vote real quick, because once I find it here, I'm taking it down. Because the game started.
Mm. Uh, And look, you can mail in your
Yep,
votes too if you
just
need
ask for my
to.
PO box. So we got 41 votes. 56% say the Cats. 44 say the Magpies.
What? The Cats are the underdogs at the
No,
moment.
more votes. This is, I love
Wow.
doing the polls because I get a real good feel for how the Aussies are thinking. A lot of people say it's going to be close. If they say if Cox played like last week, they have Pies have a good chance to win.
Luke.
Okay, good stuff.
He very rarely strings two good games together, Cox. That's one of his big knocks
Yeah.
is his consistency.
Right.
When he's on, he's on. Like, well, you're 7 foot nothing, so you put your arms up, you're about 8 foot and a half. So
No, that's the thing. Like if he can control it.
come back. Hit the post.
All right. So poll is closed. I will post the results in Discord in the Aussie Rules tab if you guys want to check it out.
Oh, Minky, did you get any response to what your acolyte should be
I did
called?
not, but I actually thought about it, and I have a pretty good one. I think it's good. You guys can let me know.
Oh, Cox.
But so. Oh yeah, Coxie took the big mark there. Let it, boy. Let's go, big Cox.
Yeah.
All right. So I was thinking. So I used to have like my own gamer tag, like when I gamed on Twitch a long time ago. My name on there was Lord Minkleton. So, I was thinking, something like the Minkletons, Minkles, or the Minkles.
Yeah. Sounds like a really bad sitcom.
Minkles. I don't know. Fuck. I mean, you guys, the chat's gonna have to
Coming this fall on
chat's gonna have to
NBC.
decide. You guys can work that one out.
Oh, he's a goer. Oh, Drats.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you because he just
Bugger.
missed that. Ooh, he right into the
And
post.
who's that? Taylor Adams?
Meet the Minkles. That's right, Matt. You got it. Yeah, the Cats are destroying. That's for sure. Matthew, yes, I was vaping. He's a Port supporter. He said Matthew's a Port supporter.
Oh, that's even worse.
So,
I was bagging them last
if the
night.
Cats
so-
win this,
yeah.
are they going to beat the Tigers?
No, because they play Brisbane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
Aren't
sure
there only
Tigers
4
play
teams
Port.
left?
Because Tigers, after tonight there will be. See, Tigers already played Brisbane, and Brisbane beat them. So you don't play each. The only time you'll play each other twice is if you meet in the grand, in the grand
I gotta look
final.
at this again. It's a little different than how we do things. Because it said like the semifinal, there was 4 teams, and then
No, but the ones that won last week out of the
it's a
top
bye
4
week.
get a
I
week
got it,
off
I get it.
to go to the prelim.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes more sense. Got it. I just heard semi, and I figured it was
what?
like the thing before the big game. Got it. Okay, we got an extra week of footy then. That makes sense. Awesome. All right.
Oh, 250s. No? Oh, okay, just the one. Okay.
All right. What site am I using to stream? It's called Watch AFL. It's for people outside of Australia to watch it. Works pretty well. How long is the quarter? William asked.
I think they've knocked them down to 17 or 16 minutes or 20 minutes. Like they've shortened them this year because of COVID. But I can't remember by how much. Bugger it, they've got their first. Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, you guys are still at almost 3 goals up, so. You put a nice little cushion there, got a nice cushion in the first quarter to keep up the lead.
But momentum is a strange thing.
Hey, if we saw what happened last game when St. Kilda got there first, they didn't do shit.
Yeah, but that's St Kilda. They were missing three of their
I'll be honest. I'm
top
hoping this is a
players.
closer game, just for the sake of like me as the outsider getting into it. It's funner, but.
So, my heart can't take it.
Also, chat real quick. Let me know between Brock and I's audio levels if one's louder than the other, or if we're too loud, too quiet. Let us know how it is. You guys are the best judge of that, and I can adjust things pretty quick on the fly. It's kind of hard for me to tell right from looking at stuff.
Did you get to see the Toyota fan zone on your end?
With all these Collingwood,
I'm sorry.
People's, to be honest with you.
It's the most wankiest thing ever. It's like, oh, what? They let it go.
Oh, Matt's
Okay.
a sound engineer. He said the sound is okay. Thanks, Matt. I spent quite a bit of time trying to get my mic set up correctly with EQ and inputs and between everything and yeah, compression and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
Do we actually have any Geelong supporters watching
I'm pretty
the
sure we
stream?
do, yeah. How many Geelong supporters? Type give a big G. Give a big G in chat if you're a Geelong supporter. Let me see how many we got. Matt's like, nah, mate. He's like a port all day.
Well, see, the funny thing is, before Port got into the AFL, they were like the Port Adelaide Magpies. So they have and their jumpers very similar to the Magpies jumper in the South Australian League. They were in before they went in the Australian, the National League. So they're always cracking the shits with the Magpies. Like, we want to wear our traditional jumper, da 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 da. And Magpies just don't budge on anything, except their fullbacks when Tomahawk's having a mark.
Well, we got one.
Missed that last week.
We got one Geelong supporter in chat, and we got one Essendon supporter who is going for Geelong in this game.
Wow, okay.
And we got Murray watching from Germany, or watching in Germany from Melbourne. Oh, nice. You're in Germany. You're from Melbourne. Cool. It's so cool to have people all over the world watching this.
Okay. That's good. Deliberate. Okay.
A lot of Power fans, actually. You started talking about the Power, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they're up and about because they're in a prelim. That's why. So they
Gotcha.
play Richmond. So Richmond have to go to Adelaide and play them on their home turf.
Matt wants to know if both teams can lose.
You knew we used to have draws for grand finals, didn't you?
I didn't know that. I figured, so when I did the poll today, I didn't put a draw in there because I figured during these playoffs they wouldn't be able to have draws.
Oh, not for this, but even for the grand final up until the most recent one was Collingwood and St Kilda, which Collingwood won because they didn't go to overtime. You'd come back the next week and play. Yeah, and then they changed it. They made it, I think, 5 minutes each end or something. And then after that, I think it might be like a golden goal or something. I don't know, but they're very rare and few and far between. There's only ever been.
So now, what did they do? Just add extra time?
One or maybe two. My lifetime. Yeah, because we have a grand final parade on the Friday, where they just go through the streets, which obviously they're not going to have it in Melbourne this year, and I don't know what they'll do in Brisbane, whether they'll have one or whether they won't worry. And what else? And in the last few years, I can't think of the actual year, we now have a public holiday, so it's a long weekend. We have the Friday off.
Really?
Which is funny, yeah, because we're still having it off this year, even though we'll
all
probably
not
all be
working
still
anyways.
locked out down with. Yeah, most of us aren't working anyway, so. Because my brother usually has something on, and I'll usually travel there and be there and have a few drinks, and he'll put on a few, competitions, like who'll get the first goal, winning margin, who's going to win Norm Smith, which is like your best on ground for the
Yeah, who do you
granny.
think's gonna win that? Or that's for the grand final, right?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they do like for like the whole season, like who was like kind of like the best player, like the MVP? Yeah.
Like an MVP. Yeah, there's two. There's the MVP because we have like the Players Association. I'm pretty sure vote on it for the MVP. They also have what's called the Brownlow, which is the best and fairest, and that's fairly prestigious. And the umpires vote on that. So at the end of every game, the umpires put in a 3-2-1 voting. So whoever has the most votes, they usually converge and have a big piss up, and they televise it, and they'll have a count for that, and then they award that at the end of the night. Whoever has the most votes. This year they're doing it virtually.
Any idea who
but
it'll be, like who you think, or any?
I think Lockie Neal might get it for Brisbane, maybe.
I gotcha. I don't know these players, so that's why I ask. I'm curious, like what people think.
Yeah, he used to play for Freo, and I think this year, or might even be last year, he's recently gone over to Brisbane. They in a trade. But two players for Adelaide today got suspended by the AFL. They were found with illicit drugs a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why they just don't say what drugs they were found with.
Pulling a bombers or what?
Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I don't think these were performance enhancing.
So let's catch up quick here. One guy's watching from the Dominican Republic. Very cool. That means it must be pretty early there too. Then I don't know. Time it is there probably. Let's see. The Wheeze and the Poos. You know what that is? The Wheeze and the Poos.
The Wheeze and the Poos. That's when you do a wee and you do a poo.
In Melbourne, they call Hawthorn the Wheeze and the Poos.
Oh, the Wheeze and the Poos. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, with the colours. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Who do I support? I don't have a team. I just kind of go. I kind of like to watch the games as like a non-biased outsider. Maybe in the future, next couple of years, I'll pick a team to go for and follow a little bit more. But
you'll jump on the bandwagon of whoever wins the grand final
or whoever has the most supporters, so I don't get like torn up, by everybody. No, I like just watching it from an outsider perspective and getting into it.
I'll be like a bogan. What do you call these cozies, don't you?
Yeah, it's a koozie.
No, it's a stubby holder, mate.
A stubby is like Ting Ting's foot, right?
No. Stubby is a
that was still on Wikipedia yesterday.
Bottle of beer.
I checked it.
Oh, was it? Ah, cool. In stocks.
Where's my Collingwood flask? My Collingwood drink bottle is over there in the corner. It's got the kangaroo nuts hanging off it, so it's over there. Yeah, somebody sent me kangaroo nuts.
Speaking of kangaroo nuts, the Kangaroos they delisted 11 players.
The Roos did. When you say delisted 11 players,
and they've
fired them.
See you later. Yeah, no contract for you for next year. So they can enter the delist as a. They can be picked up as a delisted free agent, or they can, and if no one picks them up, they can also enter the draft again next season. But
so when is the draft?
And they've also got. I don't know. I think it's November, December, or something. I think, or it might be early next year. It's all changing because of COVID, because they can't sort of. Usually they'd have they'd have like a draft camp where the recruiters can go see what talent's about and make their notes and that. So they can't have that. They scrapped the under 18s comp and I think the NAB comp and that. So obviously they could watch games and get a feeling on who's going to be worth taking a punt on, so to speak. Right. But it's I'm just trying to think. But with the Roos, their top goal kicker in the last 2 years or 3 years, he's kicked like 60 goals in the last 3 years, not counting this year. They've pretty much told him you can go if you want. So he'll be looking for somewhere because it's one of those things like you don't want to go back.
Yeah, it's
back there. Like breaking up with a girlfriend and you live together, you don't want to go back into the house. And another player, they've said he's contracted, but they said you can exercise. You can look around if you want to, because Geelong might be getting him apparently. Sean Higgins, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like, I know hockey just ended, and so it's the off season right now. There's been a lot of huge trades with like Minnesota's hockey team, the Wild. And we've gotten rid of like some of our core veteran guys. Like, to be fair, like it's probably good. They're getting older and it might make sense. But it's just crazy to see like some of these people who've been here for many, many years who are like loved by the fans, and they're just like gone now, and it
get them out while they've still got some currency.
Well, it's just, and we've made some really interesting trades, and I haven't kept up on it. I just kind of see like the Instagram posts like that are happening, and so I got to start like looking into what's going on because there's some big moves happening with our hockey team. We had somebody in chat ask you. You don't have chat pulled up, right? You said. Okay, so
no, I don't. Sorry,
yeah. Let me go back. So, hey Brock, is Geelong your favorite team or the team that you want to win? There you go.
My favorite team. It's who I barrack for.
He's got the jumper and everything. Heck yeah, awesome. And then
you got the stream up still?
Yeah, I'm watching. I just watched Geelong kick a fatty right through the goal there, 34-6.
Cool, no worries.
Nice.
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
No squeakers.
No squeakers yet.
They'll come, and I'll let you know when I see a squeaker. All right.
Yeah, no, Geelong. I don't live in Geelong. I've never lived in Geelong.
Melbourne, right?
But for whatever reason, Melbourne, yeah.
You still got to get Evan to say it correctly because it's starting to bother me now.
Yeah. Something you can give him shit about next time you're on.
How did you guys even meet?
I mentioned the podcast that got me sort of inspired to get back into it.
Say that again. Sorry.
Podcast, and then they didn't follow through. They just, I'll do it. Like I said, DM me. Yeah, when you want to do it? Oh yeah, well, try and start it. We'll try and do it this weekly or whatever. We'll do it, over Zoom or Skype or whatever. We're still working all that out and follow through. And then I did it on the community tab in the Patreon page. I said, hey, I'm looking to start a podcast up. Anyone be interested? Because I thought if they're liking this podcast, they might be interested. And yes, as dumb luck would have it, someone on the other side of the world is more reliable to,
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey,
to
one
get
second.
up and do it.
The stream just shut off.
The footy stream or our stream?
OBS just crashed on me. This has never happened before. I think we're still going.
It's the power of the AFL. I'll have a look.
Because my OBS doesn't show anything on OBS. But it says we're still live. God, this is
cool.
Oh man. All right.
Yep, we are.
Right.
We are.
Oh, there. Okay, just pop.
Yep. Whoop. And you just did another subscribe thing.
So. Subscribe, because I keep switching scenes and it keeps popping up. Just subscribe. If I haven't told you guys yet in chat, all 24 of you, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. Go to Brock's channel and hit the subscribe button. Links in the description. Go check it all out. I'm sorry we're having issues. I'm doing my best, but we're gonna make it work.
We got Collingwood people to set up the tech stuff. We should have got Geelong people. Would have flowed a lot better.
Yeah.
Look at Dangerfield now. Danger. Now I don't know. Do you rate Dangerfield?
Danger zone.
Did you see the goal?
I just saw. No, it's coming right now. Just chill.
It was a.
What a little banana boat.
Replay.
Jeez. That was
banana.
That was the replay. I didn't see it live. Sorry. I was panicking because. Shut off.
But he took a decent mark as well. I love it reacting to or watching reaction videos when people that don't, no AFL are like, oh, what a catch. Oh, that was a good catch.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
a good,
yeah, and
good
then you
catch.
get 1,000 comments telling it's a
That
mark.
irks me. Yeah, it's a mark.
It's not Geelong, it's Geelong. You know what the funniest thing is though?
Geelong, yeah.
And it's not just like Aussies, everybody around the world does it, but I don't think they realize it. Like, they'll say it's not Geelong, it's Geelong, but they'll spell it the exact same way. So I'm reading it, and it's like, I don't know what you're trying to make it sound like, because you spelled the word the exact same, but I've been pronouncing it wrong. I'm like, dude, it's good stuff.
Was that on the full?
You need to get new headphones. These are starting to fall apart. I've had these headphones for like 10 years.
Oh, think of the wax.
All right, all right. People think it's going to be Port versus Geelong. Got some we got Collingwood supporters.
Oh, I don't know. As much as I'm a Geelong supporter, Brisbane, when they're up and about Brisbane, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Dangerfield, love to hate him, but he is that good. Let's see.
Oh,
We got more Cats people pulling in. Go Geelong. All right. We got some St. Kilda, people in here. Rip.
Oh, they'd be licking their wounds from last night.
Awesome. Glad to have you guys here.
What's happened to Razor Rave? Oh no, he's up the back there. Okay.
All right. I mean, it's
All right.
getting to be quite a difference in score here.
Oh, damn it, missed. Sorry for the time difference.
You are good. Anita says I need to go for Geelong because the people need support. They need support. Awesome. What's the pair mean? I don't know what the pair means. Is that a port thing? A pair?
What? A pair?
Yeah, is that like a port thing? I don't know.
Oh well, I don't know. If we lose, it means we've gone out in straight sets.
I just
I don't know if they mean
pair
that.
emoji.
Oh, just a pear emoji. Maybe they're calling us fruits. They used to say we carried handbags that were soft back in the 70s and 80s.
So, what's why is that Bulldogs thing with long hair? Like, well, that was the thing yesterday. Why do Bulldogs players have a hair thing? What's going on with that?
No, it's just the western suburbs, a bit socio-economical part of Melbourne suburbs that probably isn't affluent as others.
So it's the Western Bulldogs are a Melbourne team?
They're like a working man's team, yeah. Oh.
I was waiting to see what happened from your Oh man. Oh, where's Coxie? Where's Coxie? He needs to start taking some marks. He needs to start putting some points on the board. Make this a close game. Bailey Smith mullet.
Yeah. He's a Western Bulldogs player.
Bringing
He's
the
a gun,
mullets back. Haircut's expensive. Grow it out. I was thinking of doing a mullet for like a subscriber goal. So
1 million. You get your 1 million plus.
I said 100,000, but that'll be like I'll be bald by the time I.
What other plaques? Is it 10,000? What is it? 1,000, 10,000? What are they? Is it 10,000 the first
diamonds?
plaque? YouTube. Subscribers.
Or the play buttons, I mean?
Yeah,
sorry.
whatever.
Yeah, so it's 100,000, a million, 10 million, and like 50 million something like that. I just looked this up yesterday, actually.
God damn, that was in the back. Oh, okay.
YouTube play button levels. What is it? Yeah, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, and 50 million. So you get silver, gold, diamond, and ruby. So once I get the silver play button, I'll do a mullet.
You can use that as the mirror to see how you're cutting it.
I've never cut my hair. I'm always like too afraid to like touch my own hair and jack it up.
That's what hats are for. Says the guy wearing a hat. Got ISO hair happening. Lockdown hair.
Oh, I bring up Coxie and we get a lot of salty Aussies in here. I gotta bring up Coxie because he's the American, right? That's all it is. And he's the lanky Yankee, okay? I gotta bring up the lanky Yankee. If I do a mullet, you'll unsubscribe? Well, I can't do it now because, what are you? Mr. Mitchie says it. I can't. Sorry, guys. Can't do it.
Oh, well done, Blitz.
All right. Gonna be a big mark. Nope.
Good spoil, that's what it is. The Blitz.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Cox is not. He doesn't have the footy brains. Okay, I can see that. But like Brock was saying, when he's on, right? Like, if he's on his game, he's pretty hard to defend. I feel like just because of his sheer size. But I'm sure
he's 29 too. I thought he was not that old, to be honest. So
yeah.
Like usually when you're starting to hit 30, you're running towards the end of your career. But having said that, because he hasn't played his whole life, he's probably not as worn out.
Also,
so he's probably got a few more years in the tank.
The only issue is I feel like the taller you are, nice goal by the mop head, Mr. Oh,
no, he missed.
Moppy.
He missed. Hit the post.
The taller you are, the harder you fall. That's why you don't see a lot of 7-foot people in their 90s. There's a reason. There's a correlation between life expectancy and your height.
They're sitting down. That's why. They're on mobility scooters.
Interesting. Well, my thing is, though, if Coxie's on his game, then obviously the other team's going to take that into consideration and take him out of the picture. Like, that'll be their part of their game plan.
Oh, yeah. But no, the Irish, like this gentleman that is about to mark the ball probably about now. Yeah, he's from Ireland.
Nice.
Used to play for Carlton. Like, because I have Gaelic football in Ireland, the skills are very transferable. And because they don't kick it like us, like Cox is a fairly accurate kick because he hasn't got any bad habits growing up because he didn't kick a football. He didn't get taught until he got here. So, So if you get taught from a professional by a professional from the get-go, then yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was it was a good mark, but he did have I don't know, that handout looked a little bit like I said, as much as I'm a Geelong supporter, if for something
who's this guy? Because I see him a lot.
I'm not a Tom Hawkins. He won the Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think of the name of the medal. God damn it. Coleman medal. Sorry. That's for most goals kicked in the season.
Anita's getting heated.
Yeah. Yeah, so he had a bad game last week. He got like 5 points, I think. So the fact that he's got 2 goals already, I think, from
Yeah,
got an ad
Aaliyah
on at the moment. But
Chad agrees with you. She says she's exactly what me and a mate were saying, Brock. He came to the Pies and had professionals teaching him straight away rather than developing those bad habits. So
yeah, because kids, their father teaches them, and then they play little league, and they get bad habits, bad ball drop, and so like the Irish and anyone that comes over that hasn't kicked a ball from as a kid,
right.
they've got no bad
It's
habits.
interesting. I was watching like a random YouTube video of like this like YouTuber, big YouTuber, really into like football and sports. He ended up doing like a video with like Tyreek Hill from Kansas City Chiefs. Like a practice, like little like football practice with like some professional footballers. And they had like a kid like on the field. Like this coach was like working with Tyreek Hill, and he's kind of like a high level coach, and he was also working with some like younger kids also. And he was talking about like this kid was so good at doing the moves like perfectly, like better than even like the professionals, just as far as like stance goes, doing like the stance right, like in this drill. And he related to exactly what you're saying. He's like, this kid, he's like, when you grow up, you're taught 100 different ways to do something, and you have like in your arsenal in your head, all these different motions, like you know how to set your hips 10 different ways and all these things, where this kid, he only knows how to do it one way. You tell him to do something, his brain only knows one way to do it, and that's the right way. And it's like
just like in cricket, when you see people bat, some of them will bang the bat 3 times before they and leave it lying on the pitch, and others will hold the bat up on
yeah.
in
Luke,
the air.
yes, that is an Adelaide Strikers top behind me. I have 2 of them. I have a Adelaide Strikers Indigenous jumper, and I don't know if you call them jumpers in cricket, but then I got a regular one. I got 2. And then I got the West Coast Eagles 2018 Premiership polo. Should I put my West Coast shirt on and piss everybody off?
Nah, because they're out of it, so no one would be pissed off. They'd be like, it'd be reminiscing, like, oh yeah. I reckon we get 1 or 2 more goals, and this is good night, Irene, as they say.
What are you on about, Anita? You're getting real heated. What's going on? She had like 6 of her comments retracted. What's
Oh wow.
You were getting real spicy there for a second.
Have you got comment thingy on? Have you, like, if
Yeah,
they're
I don't have any mods in chat.
Oh,
Don't get
okay.
carried away, Chad, because I'll put them in real quick. You start getting out of hand. I'm just saying. I'll make Brock pull up the stream and start being a mod too.
Look, if we get 1 more goal, Lizzo's going to start singing.
Yeah, there you go. I'm telling you, it's starting to.
Yeah. If it that's a modern day spin on an old saying.
There you go. I suppose with Lizzo.
I'm hoping you're following me
Lizzo.
there.
I don't know what
Minky?
what song.
No. The saying it's not over until the fat lady sings.
You Aussies are so vague with your sarcasm.
Well, at least you get sarcasm.
I'm really sarcastic myself, and I struggle with like not being obvious enough with it. So people sometimes think I'm serious.
Well, I remember when I was in the States, I was talking to taxi drivers, and I was over there when you might remember years ago there was a fight in the NBA, and they went up in the stands, and the NBA players started belting the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Indiana Pacers, I think, or something. Ron Artest, he's changed his name since. I think he's World Peace, Meta World Peace now or something. But I was going to a game, I think it was like the week after it happened, and the taxi driver's like, oh yeah, go early to get a good seat. They cost much, and they cost X amount of dollars. I said, oh, as long as I get a seat close enough that if a fight breaks out, I can join in. And he thought I was dead set serious. He's like, oh no man, you don't want to do that.
It's weird, like, and it's crazy because like sarcasm or that kind of like just speech in general and context in speech is very regional in the United States. Like I could go with my because for example, Minnesota and Midwesterns are very, very, very passive aggressive, which I hate, but we're super passive aggressive. So you take that, like you go down south with that, and people like are like they get pissed off. Like it's just different. You know what I mean? They don't.
They just do it a bit slower.
Well, but then you go to like the East Coast and they're not passive aggressive at all. They're direct. They'll tell you exactly what they think, what's on their mind, whether it offends you or not. Whereas like Minnesotans will be like, "Oh, your hair kind of looks nice today," when it really looks like shit. You know what I mean? It's like this really passive aggressive kind of like. It's so yeah. But I try to reserve.
Like you get a shirt. It's like, oh, does that come in men's?
I try to reserve my sarcasm for people I know or people I don't really give a shit about.
You're gonna get it. Yeah. Gone. Yes. You'll appreciate that, I think, in about 5 seconds.
I was waiting for the tackle. I was like, it's gotta happen. All right, let's.
Danger is he's a beast. He'd run through a brick wall, Dangerfield. And you'd feel sorry for the brick wall.
In chat. Welcome. I'm not alone. Yeah.
Get them signed up.
You're gonna be a feature in my next video. Just kidding.
American reacts to Trump Aussie fan.
American becomes best friends with Aussies.
What is it behind?
Let's see. Yeah, go to the Strikers. I really like the Indigenous Strikers jersey. I think that's really cool.
Behind the. Ooh, score review.
Looks like it went in, doesn't it?
Well, it went in, but whether it's hit behind the back of the post.
Don't they have the sound?
The
sound
any part of the post.
in the post?
Yeah, they should. If they can't see it deviate, they should go to the sound. Here we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're golden.
Look up stand up from Dylan Moran, Irish comedian, did the TV show Black Books, which is a great show on its own.
Dylan Moran.
A dark, dry, sarcastic sense of humor. Yeah, I'll check it out. Ooh, I like kind of like dark humor and things like that. That's kind of up my alley.
Like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, like even like I'll even get like some Ari Shaffir stuff. Like he's pretty like he can get a little too much, but I'll even go down that like the Legion of Skanks. Like some of that real messed up shit it can be humorous.
Well, the Kobe thing he did was probably a little bit
the what
too soon.
What?
Ari, you knew he like the day or the day after Kobe died. Yeah, what he tweeted and.
But that's him, and that's like no, again. I wouldn't be that type of person to do that, and I don't mind like, oh, that's hilarious, but that. Yeah.
His fans know, but if you're not a fan,
he drugged two people. He dosed Bert, and then he dosed. Yeah. Somebody tried to dose him, and he caught it and re-dosed somebody else next to him. That was the funniest thing.
I remember seeing a skit where he was trying to get African Americans a free trip back to Africa.
Yeah, I mean, he's just hilarious. And like when he goes off on his rants, it's just funny. So Leo wants to know regarding Towns and the Timberwolves, do I think that we're in danger of losing Towns if we don't get a third starter to replace him in Russell? I'll be honest, I know what you're talking about, but I don't, because I don't follow the NBA. I'm not saying this in a mean way. I care less about basketball just because I don't watch it. It's the one American sport I don't follow. It's the one American sport I don't watch. I've never gotten really into it. Last time I watched the Timberwolves was probably when I went to a game. Yeah, it's because
you're short,
and I can't hoop, bro. I can't. Hoop.
And why?
Can't hoop. I like going to the games; they're fun, but I couldn't tell you about what's gonna happen with the team as far as all that goes. You want to talk hockey? We can talk hockey. You can talk football. We can talk football.
Get pucked.
Console hockey.
I should re-release that one. Yeah, I was going to say that. Re-release that T-shirt. That can be a Patreon merch or something. Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy's hair. Goals. Goals.
Wild man of Borneo.
Good luck getting a hairbrush through that, son. Is he gonna kick it? Don't tell me, Brock. Don't even make a face. Well, the fact that you haven't
I
started
won't even
cheering
look.
is probably
Poker face. This is my Lady Gaga.
your poker face. I got it. I got that one. Goddammit.
Yeah.
Nice
Hey.
kick.
Guthrie.
Oh, sorry. Again, I'm really bad with pronunciations, so I didn't mean to call
Just
you
to
a
let
chick.
everyone know,
I'm
I'm Eugene.
Sorry, is it Lee? I'm bad with pronunciations. I don't know how to spell and pronounce words very well.
Lee, how the hell we got it?
Can Brock read our
Leighh.
messages tonight? No, he doesn't. He's not looking at your messages. No.
I'm too invested in the game.
I told him how he's full on focused. You know, with his footy team. He's got big game for him. Big game.
Alright.
Yeah, if you have any questions for him or if you want to ask him anything, just throw it in chat and I'll shoot it over. That way I can read it out and everybody can see.
I'm consulting. Yeah, if Minky doesn't know anything or he's got any questions, he can consult with me, and if I don't know, he can put it out to the
Yeah, that's why
the
that's what I
public.
pay him the big bucks for. What's going on, Kev? Welcome back, Kev.
It's just one.
Yeah.
It's just one big buck. It's it's an oversized dollar bill.
Guess what I'm doing today after this? Yeah, after the game.
You.
Because it's 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning here. I got shit to do after this.
Okay, on a Friday. Hang on a Saturday. Yeah. Shooting shit.
No, I'm butchering pigs
No?
and making sausages.
Shave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say shaving
No, I
your snail
didn't say that.
trail. No?
No, we're going out to the farm. We got some pigs to butcher up, and I'm gonna make some sausages. We do that every year. I get to use my new knife that I made, so I'm excited about it.
So what's that? Straight over the throat? That's it.
Well, actually, so we
Is that how you
we
do
used
it?
to slaughter them
Or do you,
ourselves. We used to slaughter
pop
them
'em in the
ourselves,
head?
but we don't anymore. We just buy like the whole shoulders and everything, and debone them.
Oh, and then yeah.
Because it's like my great uncles, like they're getting older. They've run this family farm since they were kids, and their mom, and so like they're in their 60s, 70s. It just gets to be a lot of work to full on slaughter a whole lot of pigs now.
I think it's a lot of work for you.
Yeah,
Imagine
it's
a
easy for
pig.
them. They just sit there.
Well, I'm sure they just sit there and they're just like,
Yeah.
come at me.
Yeah, I don't think they're not wild pigs either. These are raised pigs.
Yeah, they're like, why can't I be owned
Yeah,
by
right.
Muslims?
Well, I got a buddy. He's like a vegan, super cool guy, but he's super
Right.
like loves animals, and he always posts pictures of like pet pigs. I'm just like, yeah, okay. We don't agree on the same page. We have a lot of political agreements, but
Do you often send him
I'm
photos of the sun so he knows what it looks like?
no. Yeah,
No.
there's a lot of wild pigs to shoot over there. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'd love to go hog hunting in Australia. I plan to do some hunting when I go there. I'd love to do some hunting. I got a hook up on a couple people.
Got to look at a really bad 80s movie called Razorback. It's about a monster boar in the Australian outback.
Okay.
Like it runs through houses. That's how big it is.
One of those, huh? One of those movies.
What do you reckon? 54 points. You think we got it in the bag or?
Now. All right, I got everything set up. If you want to take a little halftime break, it's up to you. I was gonna go fill up my cup, but
I will go get a sip of brown
nice.
creamy soda.
All right, chat. We're gonna take a quick halftime break here. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to put a new battery in my camera, and I'll let you guys all get some snacks. We'll let Brock get a sippy sip of something, and I'll get a drink too. You know what? I'm gonna do it one more time here. Hit the freaking subscribe button. I got the little funny bell, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're watching this. I really would appreciate it. But yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Do not go anywhere. We got more footy fun coming shortly.
catch up on the chat if there's anything.
Hello, welcome back. We're here. We're golden. We still got 27 of you, and yeah, awesome. Let's go. How we all doing? We got the game coming back on any second now. Let's catch up with some chats. Not too much in chat here. Let's see. Wacko says Buck's going to retire or get sacked next season. This game is bad. You can give me your thoughts on that, Brock.
I think he didn't he sign an extension?
I don't know.
I think Bucks did. Yeah, I think he did.
I don't know. Somebody says gonna get sacked. Wait, is this still like the replay right now? Okay. I just saw a bounce in the middle and
it's not going to be on for a bit. I'll tell you how long it's going to be until it's back on in the trusty AFL
I have that
app.
up here. Does it tell you?
Said no. Yeah, it should tell you how long until the. Here we go. It'll start back in 12 minutes and 40 seconds.
All right, yeah. So we'll catch up here with more chat. If this game was at the MCG,
we'd be winning by more.
He says I would be at the Royal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the Royal's a pub.
Yeah.
Is that like a?
I'm guessing that's a pub. Yeah, close to the MCG.
For all I know, you call pubs Royals.
But
I don't know what the hell.
No. Just be the name of it, the Royal, or the Royal something, or the Royal. Like the Cricketer's Arms, or the
Hey,
the elephant wheelbarrow.
We got the Muddy Cow. We got the Muddy Cow over here. That's a pretty good place. The local one, the Muddy Cow. Sydney Photography says, "Hey, I love that you watch the AFL. Thank you. I love that you're here. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's awesome." Who do I think is going to win the Premiership? That's like the grand final, right? Like the everything, the Premiership.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be Collingwood. That's not looking like it. It's not looking like it right now.
I thought you were going to say, well, the Saints aren't going
to. That's tough, I honestly, I don't know. I can't really say. And I'm not saying that because I'm like afraid to pick a team. I really don't know. I haven't followed these teams enough. Even this year of the games I've watched, I haven't watched like enough of each team to really kind of get an idea on how that's going to progress in. I mean, I think the most insight I gained from any team was probably the Lions and Port. Just based off of like, because I saw the Lions really kind of make a really strong run towards the end of the season. It seemed like they were like, when I watched some of their games, they were playing really, really well. And that just kind of reflected on me. And I just haven't had a time to do that kind of analysis on every team. And then Port, obviously, with their record, not losing a game or like, for however long. And they kind of struggled mid-season. Then they kind of made a comeback. But I don't have enough analyzation of the rest of the teams to make a judgment. So I don't know. That's why I haven't picked a team. But every town in Australia has a Royal Hotel.
Yeah, probably. It's probably like every town has a high street and yeah.
Oh, so do you remember yesterday when I said Sharna was painting and watching us? She was painting and she was watching us stream. She said she finished the painting she was doing last night, and it's up on Instagram if we get curious. So, Sharna, you can always link your Instagram in chat if you want. That's up to you. That's at your own discretion. Otherwise, you can always hop in the Discord and throw it in there if you want me to check it out. But yeah, totally up to you. I'd love to see what you came up with.
One moment, I'm just going to check the heating in this place. They turn it up, and I'm in a room, and it's like a sauna. So I'll be right back.
Let's see. Beast, you said you haven't been watching AFL lately. How's the rounds going right now? Good, from what I can tell. I'll ask Brock that same thing. You probably know just as much as I do. Sydney Photography, damn, 60-6 at halftime. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. The Magpies are getting their butt stomped. I mean, it's spring over there. The Magpies, they should be powerful. They should be aggressive. But it's not happening. What's going on? You don't like the Cats, but this is great for obvious reasons. Appreciate it. Yeah, I figured We got Brock over there doing some funny stuff. I figured this would be fun. A lot of you guys wanted me to do live streams for the games, and so I figured it would be a good opportunity to bring somebody else on with me, another Aussie, because I've done live streams in the past of these games, and it's just kind of me staring at a screen watching the footy game and interacting with chat, and it's not maybe as engaging as it could be, and I figured it would be a lot funner for not only myself but also for the community and you know, better content in a sense to have an Aussie with, and so it's been cool to have this kind of set up for live streams. So glad you're watching it, glad you like it, even if you're not a Cats fan. Yeah.
Yeah, we both swiped right.
That's how we got here. So Evan,
that's how we connected.
Not mad and think that you're cheating on him. Just saying. But yeah, so yeah, big shout out to Brock for doing this. I really appreciate it. So again, go into the description. Link is in there. The Incorrectly Podcast. Go give his channel a like, a subscribe. Go check him out. I was a guest on his podcast last week, so the episode is in the description. You can go check out that episode. But yeah, so this is fun. I enjoy these types of live streams more. Hope to get more Aussies on. And now that I figure out how to do this, I could theoretically have like, you know, 6 or I don't know if my computer can handle that, but I can have, you know, like 6 people on if I wanted to. It'd be kind of crazy, but we can have multiple people on in the future for different stuff for the channel and whatnot.
Whoa, chopper cam.
Prime Day, yeah, Prime Day. Well, Amazon Prime didn't frickin' deliver my frickin' lights and the time. Damn it. Oh, those are cool. Those indigenous jumpers were cool. The Hawthorne.
Which ones are you?
Cool.
You're looking at?
I thought it was Hawthorns.
Yeah, most of them are. Oh, when I say most of them, some of the players have designed them as well this year. Yeah, because they have indigenous rounds. So
awesome. Let's see. Oh, we got a few more chat here popping up. Hi Terry, how you doing? Let's see. Have I been keeping up with the NRL? I have not. I need to. The problem is, like, if I want to watch any of these sports, like if I want to watch, like, actually I shouldn't say that now. I have more options now, but it was tough because I had to like buy these packages to watch every individual sport, you know, because I'm not from there. Whereas like here I can, you know, pretty much watch like all this, like basic cable, like for free. There's a lot of sports on, American sports on here. So it's, I don't know. So I've kind of been focusing on the AFL. So I do want to watch more of the rugby. Brock, do you know the season on the NRL? Is it middle of the season, almost over? Is it?
Nah. Oh, no. It's they're either a week in front or a week behind us because they don't make it clash. Because rugby's pretty much only Queensland. Well, traditionally, rugby's Queensland and New South Wales. So that's where all the teams are based. They do have some in New Zealand as well. And then, I don't know how many years ago, 10, 15 years ago, maybe even 20, shit. Time flies, but they got a team in Melbourne. So Melbourne, Tasmania, Western Australia, Northern Territory, they were and obviously Victoria, they were the AFL strongholds. Then they moved into the Sydney market. They've slowly moved into, South Australia as well. They've slowly moved up to Queensland as well. So they try not to have it clash. So usually I think it's the week after.
Okay, yeah. Sydney says that it's NRL is March to October, usually a finals week. They're in finals week 2 right now, out of 4.
Okay.
That's what chat says. So, okay, that's interesting.
Okay, so they're having it the same
thing, but
because this is final thing, yeah, it could be.
Well, that's kind of a bummer. I was kind of maybe hoping it was staggered out. I could jump into the NRL after,
because all the traditional teams in the NRL, which is pretty much anything outside of Victoria, because there's only one team in Victoria, they just hate on the Victorian team because it's a Victorian team. and they ended up winning the whole thing a few times. Granted, they won it, but I think they broke salary caps, so they took that premiership back for that year and fined them for another year. They weren't even in the comp, like they played, but they didn't get any points for it. But yeah, they get salty, the New South Walesmen and Welshmen, I should say, and the Queenslanders.
Yeah.
Because we're known as the Mexicans because we're south of the border of New South Wales. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. But, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tanish is back. Hello, Tanish. Welcome back from yesterday. That's awesome. Glad to see you here. We got some people coming back.
Welcome back.
Do you get into the whole Macca's Monopoly? That whole bit? You pretty into that?
No. I've got to watch. I think I've got there was on Netflix. It was McDonald's Millions or something. Someone in the States scammed it for years. They had someone on the inside that was actually printing it because a third party printed the cards, I think.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So, yeah, so they scammed it and they were winning. They were like giving it to friends and everything. There's a whole doco on it.
Hear my thought on it? In the day of 2020 with social media, right? Like, if anybody gets anything cool or anything, it'll go viral or everybody knows about it. You never see
hear
a
anything,
fucking
do you?
person winning that shit on social media. You never see anybody winning. You never hear about it. Nothing goes viral. If somebody won $1 million with Macca's goddamn little thingies, it would be viral.
Yeah.
It would be viral.
4 cars to win. It's like, where are these people that have won the 4 cars? Like supposedly they're meant to print the winners for term and conditions.
They may have been able to
but
fool us
you
in
never.
the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay, but it's 2020, people. Like, just saying.
I remember when Macca's came in styrofoam containers.
Did they? I don't know if they did here or not, but
yeah, well, you know how they're in the cardboard. You know, when you get a burger, they're in cardboard. Oh, yeah, they used to come in styrofoam. Like you couldn't recycle it, sort of thing. It was a styrofoam thing, yeah, like old school. Well, I was going to say milk bar, but you guys don't have milk bars.
I'm from the Midwest. We just milk our own cows in the morning, so.
No, a milk bar is kind of like a convenience store.
You guys in your name.
Like a mama and papa convenience store. Not like your 7-Elevens or anything like that.
Like the local, like deli or something. A lot of people call them like that or something. Like it's like a store.
I love how you can buy grog at your servos.
Here we can't in the Minnesota. Well, it's different. So they have a special type of beer just for gas stations and grocery stores. You can only buy it's called 3-2 beer. They can't sell any alcohol above 3.2% in grocery stores and gas stations and anything like that. So it's basically really watered down.
Well, they have the non-alcoholic in your Coles and your Woolies. It's like, why would anybody bother with non-alcoholic? That's what you're drinking it for. You're not going, well, this beer tastes great. The worst.
Keep talking.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the worst beer I ever had was when I was in the States. Where was I? Yeah, I was in Denver. Someone had made their own beer out of pumpkin.
That doesn't surprise me. That would be terrible.
Ugh. Yeah.
Well, I can go wrong making your own beer. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah. My dad used to. Cooper's homebrew. You'd buy the kit and you'd ferment it and all that. And
I had a buddy do that.
Stick the little temperature sticker on the side of the.
Yeah, my old roommate. When there was it was me and him living together, and then him and his buddy did the beer thing at our place. I never did it with them, but I saw the whole setup they had, and it was like a whole process. Super into it. I've thought about doing it.
Just got to watch out. You don't want to get a yeast infection.
No yeast infection. No. Oh, this is better. Okay. So I'm using this audio interface, right, for my microphone. I was telling you about that. And I started plugging my headphones into it, which I should have been doing a long time ago. But now I can hear myself through my headphones. mixing it through the. It's actually pretty sweet. It's like the proper
The
way you're supposed
Phil
to do it. And
Spector
I've
wall
never done it.
sound.
I've never been doing it this way. And I used to record.
Uh.
All right, we going? Are we ready? We got. Do they call this?
Wait, yeah,
let's
that's going. Yeah, that's.
So
the
do they call
Premiership
like
quarter,
a
the
second
third
bounce
quarter.
after halftime, or is it still first bounce?
No, it's just a bounce. Yeah, just bounce the ball.
All right.
A bounce is a
Bounce
bounce is
doesn't
a bounce.
They call the first bounce as the beginning of the game, right? Or no?
Nah,
I don't
yeah,
know, I
whatever.
thought I
It's
heard that.
just a bounce. Well, it's
Yeah.
just the first, isn't it? Just technically, that's the way it falls. You can't have the second bounce before the first bounce. Ta-da. They used to have it 2 years ago, I think. Like now, the ruckmen have to say, "Oh yeah, I'm going up." Like they're at school, they're going to put their hand up to the teacher, the umpire, to nominate that they're going up, and only one team can have one ruck. Because before you'd have your ruckman go up, and then a third man could even jump up. And one of our players, that one there that just took the mark against, you'll see it. I'll wait for you to catch up.
Wow.
I think Cox just got hit in the Cox.
Coxie.
Yep. And then he got landed on too.
Oh, he just
Our
got
player,
kneed
yeah,
in
so
the stomach.
Blitzarves there. He was I think he was a triathlon or pentathlon or something. He was into athletics, this dude. He's only been playing for like 5 years,
46,
I think.
the guy
5 or
laid him
6
up.
years.
Yeah.
Our guy, yeah. Geelong, yeah. And he can just run for days, and he's a good size. So he's like a swingman, I guess, for want of a better term. You know, he's all positions. He used to go up a lot as third man, and yeah, they decided, no, we don't want that to happen. So you've got to nominate, and if you don't nominate at a certain time, then it's like, no, that's it. You know, you can't have someone in the ruck.
I think he's got the wind knocked out of him. And you get kneed in the stomach like that and knock the wind out of you. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Was the Geelong guy 46? He was all right. He looked like it kind of hurt him too. Okay.
Yeah, no, he got up. Yeah, he just run it off.
All right,
He'll be
we'll
right.
catch up on a couple things here, chat.
Go, Mark.
People Cooper wants to know if I'm ever going to live stream a close game. I'm telling you, every single time I do a live stream, it's like it's just a one-sided match. So maybe I'm sending the vibes.
Well, if we make it to the grand final and you live stream it, I'm hoping we're on the right end of that.
Two ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, other people are saying nobody, like, they never won Macca's Monopoly. I don't know what's going on with that. Who do I support in the NHL?
What? Not even a free burger?
I'm sure. Yeah, you got to win those.
Or free
That's how
fries?
they keep you into it, you know? That's how they keep you coming back. A little petty shit.
Yeah.
Who do I support in the NHL? I'm a Minnesota
big
Wild
shake.
fan all day. Let's go. Go Wild, even though it's been disappointing. Yeah, exactly. Cooper says the only thing that gets you the stuff is, or the only thing that you win is stuff that gets you back in the store.
Can anyone remember out there when they used to have the toys in the Happy Meal? They had like the Muppet Babies.
I don't know if I ever had a Muppet.
Remember the
Babies.
cartoon, the Muppet Baby?
Well, I know one person said, Brock, you're showing your age. And let's see.
Oh,
we got a Collingwood defender here saying Collingwood isn't trash, they're just playing terrible. Wow. God, you went right over that guy. It was almost a squeaker. Almost a squeaker.
I know that would have been a screamer if you had got it. Oh, danger.
Collingwood are great. I'd like to see you out there. Hey, I agree. I'm not saying I could do any better at all.
Couldn't do any worse.
He says he's seen Brock at a Royal before. Okay.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
My doppelganger.
People want some burgers and some sundaes from the Macca's. Nope, Brock can't see chat. Cooper, sorry. But I'll be reading this off for him, and he'll respond. Kev, yeah, we need more percentage in alcohol.
I'm illiterate.
Yeah, I'm translating.
Yeah, good with numbers, not letters.
That's
See, that's one.
Yeah. How many points does Geelong have? 6. 1. Premier quarter was the second quarter. Collingwood are gone. I think it's a trash game.
Yeah, it's a brilliant game.
Geelong is just destroying Collingwood. That's what people are consensus is. Oh yeah, Aussie Devil says, "Oh my God, I remember the Muppet Babies. Holy crap, that was a nostalgic trip that you just put them on. Good job."
Mm-hmm. It's right up there with Johnson and friends.
Michael wants to know if there's any tips on keeping up with the puck in the NHL. I can't watch as I can't follow where the puck is. I get that a lot whenever I do some of these reaction videos. When I'm like, it's hard to follow like what's going on. People are like, yeah, try watching hockey and trying to follow the puck, and they relate it to that all the time. And I'm like, I never thought of that. I don't actually have any tips. Just watch more hockey, literally.
Probably because you've grown up with it. Your eyes are accustomed to it.
When I was younger, I only got into it in the last like 10 years, really. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's.
You just got to go watch Mighty Ducks.
Flying V, study it,
and
never forget it.
And what's the one with the two twins in it? The old one, like I think it's got Paul Newman in it.
So bad with them.
It's like a real old hockey movie.
They're
like a shitty hockey team.
That's funny.
No, I didn't. With
I just call him Stifler. I don't know his name.
Stifler, yeah.
That's a funny one. I mean, hockey. A lot of hockey players don't like that 'cause it's very.
It's got I think he's got a Scott and Ian or something in there. He's got 3 names.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's Scott, Ian, Scott.
Yeah,
someone will be able to tell us out there.
Yeah. So for my tip would just be watch more hockey, and you'll kind of see, even if you can't follow the puck, because there's a lot of times where I can't even see the puck, but you start to know how the game flows. And you'll see, like, oh, if players react this way, it's probably because the puck is circling around the whole rink. You know what I mean? Because somebody shot it. You'll start to know habits and how the game flows and what actually strategy is. And that'll help you.
When the red light goes off, you know it's in the net, don't you?
Sometimes it's hit the side of the net and, like, the red light goes up. But and that, you don't know. You don't know as even as a viewer sometimes. But no, just watch more hockey. You'll start to see body language of players, and you'll start to pick up on it. And yeah, and just watch more hockey. It's great. It's not on right now, unfortunately, which sucks. It's over. But somebody says
Collingwood are hanging on by their fingernails at the moment.
You've been watching My Name is Bruce, Brock. You're number one. What are you talking about?
No, I haven't seen that movie. My Name is Bruce. It's like a Jackie Chan knockoff, and then the sequel was My Name is Still Bruce, I think.
Kev asked that. That's funny.
I can remember the cover though. I think he's riding an ox or a bull or something in his white kung fu suit and a red bandana or something similar. That was on the VHS cover too.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's funny. I know what that
VHS?
I still have Lethal Weapon, the whole box set, all 4 of them on VHS.
Fun fact. Do you know why, you know how Beta was with VHS?
What was?
At the same time? Beta.
Oh, no.
Betamax.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you had Blu-ray and HD DVD at the same time. You remember the Brownie HD DVDs before when Blu-ray came out?
Like buy a really nice Blu-ray player.
Yeah, or if you had an Xbox 360, you had to buy like a little plug-in thing to play them. The only reason that when there's a format war like that and like VHS wins and Blu-ray wins is it goes by whatever the porn industry chooses to use. Yeah, because that's how much swing they got. No pun intended.
It's like a multi-billion-dollar industry. So
yeah, so if they choose to use whatever format to put their movies out on, that tends to be the format that wins the
And then
the format
the
battle.
board industry's probably making that decision based off of cost and all sorts of other things, like how much does it cost to make the DVDs or
yeah,
versus the VHS, and how does that factor into your business?
yeah, what
That's
pressing
gonna
and
drive the
things like
industry.
that. Yeah, because apparently Betamax was better quality than VHS, but it
Well, it's
just
probably a
didn't
lot
stick.
cheaper to manufacture a VHS thing, just plastic and a piece of tape. Um,
And you putting out the little blip
Right.
if you don't want to record over it. But then you have to put tape back over it if you wanted to record over it later.
Exactly. Like, screw your birthday. I'm recording the football game. Oh, I gotta fix my camera 1 second.
Yep. Oh, I can't. Oh, you go offline,
Yeah, I
did you?
just gotta put a battery in it. What happens when you use DSLR? For some reason, when I plug it, like a USB into the side of it, it doesn't power it. God damn it! Doesn't charge it fast enough. Hold on.
Cox is back on the field. Yeah, we're interested. He looks a little bit taller, so they must have given him a rub. Oh well, it's good that it's not going to be Gary Ablett Jr.'s last game.
Kev, is my camera made in China? No. I think it's actually. Where is Nikon made?
No, it's made in China.
I guess so.
It'd be Japan, wouldn't it? It'd have to be
I think it
Japan
is.
or
I think it
Taiwan,
might
one
be
of the two.
Taiwan. They have they have both. Whatever. It's actually a really nice freaking camera. It's just it's
Nikon.
battery powered. It's not a webcam. It's not USB. It's actually like a battery in the camera. So that's why I have 2 batteries, so I can prepare for times like these. But when you do these hour and some long live streams, it wanna die. I'm gonna catch up with a couple bits on chat. We got people blowing it up. Charna says I would make a great touch footy player. I don't know about that. I'm so out of shape. Let's see. Back to the late 80s there, mate. Yeah. Aussie says he was young, but goddamn, talking about the Muppet Babies. Got people saying Geelong
Go bye-bye.
Geelong's going to win. I would agree. I can't believe Collingwood's only put up 1 goal in this whole entire game. They're not even behind, just 1 goal. Aztec says NRL is better. Okay, to each their own.
Yeah. Can you kick people out of the chat?
All right now. Why don't they make the puck easier to see?
Oh.
Red or orange instead? Actually, black on white ice is the easiest to see for a player. I think like when you make it like a color, I would think it'd be harder to see because they're on ice. And at the end of the day, it's about the players being able to, do what they need to do with it. And again, I would say just watch more hockey. You'll pick up on it. Not that hard. You'll get it. I'll be honest. So in like when I play NHL, like on like the game, like I have NHL like 17 or something, I make like the puck bigger or I make it like easier to see because it is hard to see in the game.
You're not Nostradamus,
What's that?
Minky. Well, you said Collingwood have only got a goal. They haven't even got a
Now they got
point.
behind. There's no way Collingwood can
yeah.
score 6 goals here.
No.
Trying to send some vibage. Let's say, hey Minky, I know why Collingwood fans lose their teeth because they're banging their heads on the table watching this game. And then somebody else says no teeth jokes are getting old. But how long have the teeth jokes been happening for? How many years now?
When was Collingwood first? They're one of the original clubs. So Joffa wouldn't be going too well.
Aztec, am I actually watching the game or just the score? No, I got the game on right in front of me here, like right in front of me. Brock's watching the game as well. We just can't show the game because it'll get me kicked off YouTube. Brock, you be all right?
Yeah. No. Well,
but
I
like
can't
doing my stream
it.
with me. Yeah, you're not.
Well, I
gonna lose
could.
your
No,
channel.
yeah. Basil's Influence will come
but I can
after
show
me
the
if I
score.
do.
I mean, I think I can show the score. I've been doing it for the last few games. And
Yeah,
that's
you can show
I
the
haven't got
score.
any trouble.
It's
Haven't got any
not. It's
trouble.
not secret. It's not. Hidden knowledge like Illuminati.
Well,
Like
it's like it's our
Jen has
website.
the
You can't
score.
take our score from our website. I don't know how they do that, but it's not hasn't been a problem. So yeah, no, it's been fun to watch this game. I mean, I'll be honest. Yesterday's game was more exciting to watch as like a just a random fan, right? You like Geelong more, so this is obviously different for you, but it's a big game for you. But this isn't even close, right? At least yesterday the Saints came back for like a second, for like a hot second, and then it just was gone again. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll see.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aussie Devil. You're a she, not a
Buckley.
dude. Okay. When 95% of my viewers are dudes, I just go. I'm gonna assume naturally when your name isn't gender specific that you're a dude. But I appreciate the correction. Now I know. Good to know.
Like Nathan Buckley, the Collingwood coach, when he was playing, he was a bit of a fig jam.
I know I don't know a fig jam.
That expression?
Yeah, like a soft.
Fuck, I'm good. No, fuck, I'm good. Just ask me.
Fuck on good, just ask you.
Fuck, I'm good. Just ask me.
Is that what it means?
So that's an acronym or whatever for fig jam. Yeah, that's what you call someone that's up themselves. They think they're all eating a bit of a fig jam.
Nice in your fucking Aussie rhyming slang. Big jam. Aussie Devil, she knows what you're talking about. Your two favorite sports are ice hockey and Aussie rules. Hell yeah, I love it, Riley. Good stuff. What else? Aztec wants me to tell you that he says wrong. NRL is better, but I won't kick you out. You better watch your mouth. He said, "No, I'm just kidding." I do actually want to get into watching some more NRL, learn a little bit more about it. I want to try to understand union more because I understand the NRL a lot better than like rugby union. The whole ruck thing, I'm confused as hell about.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of throwing it in when you know that you're going to get it anyway? It's a bit of a show, that.
I don't know.
Plus, you don't really want to have your head up some other guy's clacker.
That would be good. Let's see. Touch footy's a very quick game. Yeah, I'll look it up. Was Geelong favored in the odds?
Yeah, but it's. I don't know, to be honest. After Collingwood's big win last week, they may have dipped a bit. But touch footy's taken a hit with the Me Too movement, so.
Well, that's it's funny you say that because right before you said that, Cabbage says touch ball games are for perverts. So I guess you're not the only one who says it. I don't know what about it. What is it, like touch football? Like flag football?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. I'm assuming what flag football's like.
They're down.
Yeah, and that's like stop.
We played that in school.
Yeah.
In grade school, like that's how we played it.
How's the netball video going? Fix the 5 seconds up?
Don't even get me started. I had to remove it.
I would have laughed if they sent you an email to say your 5 seconds is an obstruction.
Oh god, that's funny. No, so and here's what, and I don't know if it was a glitch on YouTube's part. I think it was, but it really pissed me off. So, and I don't know, and I can show you this later too, because I don't know if you've probably never had a copyright claim. So you don't know like what it looks like.
No.
To see it. But
Get your Judge Judy shaking her hands or finger or whatever.
So you open it up, it'll say like how many claims there are. So if they claim like these 10 seconds and then a separate 10 seconds, it'll show up as two different like claims, right? And it will be like highlighted. It'll show your video and then it'll be highlighted in like the little bar at the bottom, like what part of the video they're claiming, right? And then you can click on that and it will like, you can play it and you can have the option, do I want to trim that part out? Or do I want to like mute it? If it's a song claim, you can try to mute it or whatever, or you can dispute it. So it was only like 10 seconds or whatever. And so I always dispute it right off the bat, just to try to dispute it, because it doesn't hurt anything to try and like say, hey, no, this is fair use and these are my reasons. And they have every right to just reject it, which they did. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, I can either trim it out or leave it, but I'm trying to get my channel monetized, so I was just going to trim it out so that there was no copyright claims when I apply for monetization. And so when I trimmed it out, and after I trimmed it out, like when you go to trim it out, if you don't trim out everything that it claims, it'll say this still may not remove the claim because you're not taking out all of it, because you can like choose how much you want to trim out.
Yep.
And so when I did that, I'm like, well, wait a second. What do you mean it's not? I'm taking out the whole thing. Like, what do you mean it's not everything? So I trimmed it out and I look back, and all of a sudden now the previous 10 seconds before that are also claimed. And like, what? And then when I go to click on to trim it out again, it's asking me to trim out the whole video. They claim the whole video. So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like the whole reaction portion of the video, which is basically 90% of the video. And so
someone from the silver feed.
Well, and so my thing is, so I took down the video so I can apply for monetization, so there's no copyright claims on my channel when I apply for monetization. So now that I'm going through that application process, if I get approved, I can always re-upload the video, and even if it gets claimed, that's fine. I don't care if I get monetization on that video or not. I just want my channel to be in the partner program. I want it to be in the YouTube partner program, not just for being able to, not just for being able to get monetization, but it also allows you to talk to YouTube. You can reach out to them directly. Like you and I can't really do that right now.
Yeah.
There's no like support line to actually talk to somebody. Where when you're in the partner program, you can. And so it's just there's perks and features to having it, and I've been able to get in it for a long time. They've denied me 3 times or two times now. So I'm hoping that with all the like little small claims on certain videos are gone, my channel is essentially all clean. I can hopefully get approved now. And then once that's the case, then I don't really care what ends up these little small claims, because it shouldn't affect my being in the partnership at that point. It's just been a shit show, like trying to get it all figured out. All right, enough of me ranting about my channel crap. I thought about doing a video on it.
Look what I got in the mail today.
What is this? You got your, what is that? Meadow Valley Award? Is that your ballot? Nice.
Yeah, for council.
Go vote, people. Go vote, people.
Well, there's one joker on there because it's got all the when you fold it out, it's got all the candidates, because it's council. I don't think they're aligned to any party or anything, because it's local. So they're all got a photo, and I'm a mother of 2 kids, yada yada yada, all that crap. This is what I've done in the community. This is what I want to do if I'm elected. But there's one guy, I think it's a guy, he hasn't, no photo submitted. And I'm like, well, shit, if he can't get off his ass to submit a photo for the friggin' ballot paper, what's he going to do if he gets voted in?
That's a good point. Yeah, no, I mean, they set the standard, right?
Yeah, it's like you're going last.
Yeah, maybe he just sends you his own, like, whole, like, picture book of him in the mail, like, that tomorrow you get it. It's like, you wanted a photo? Here's a photo.
It's just like...
All right. I should do a reaction video to the 2007 AFL Grand Final. There's a few Grand Finals people want me to do reaction videos to.
Yeah, that's the one I told you about, where Paul gets their cheek spread and absolutely rammed by Geelong.
Human, what's up? What's up, buddy? Welcome. Glad you're here. We got some of our veterans from Discord and from the channel hopping in to chat. I love it. Love to see you guys here. Kev's just blowing things up. Once you get Kev in chat, Kev from Discord, maybe. Once you get him going,
yeah.
He just goes.
Yeah. Mr. Wet Toast.
I love Kev. What's going on, bud? Hi. Hi. Yeah, hi. I see you. Hi.
Anyone into UFC?
Any UFC fans out there?
That's remember the girl that had the hematoma on the head?
She better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can you see the...
It might... Well, it's just bright.
Oh, sorry.
It's just overexposed. I saw it, yeah.
All right.
Your phone brightness just might be a little high. But oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's just too white. I can't see
Yeah.
her face.
Yeah, she's Polish.
Or just pale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She scrubs up all right.
Wet. Kev says wet toe should have been playing instead of Collingwood. Love it. What's going on now?
Now,
Oh, they
3/4
got
time.
people on the field just for this.
Yeah, they just have a bit of a chat. That chick on the right, she used to play for the in the AFLW.
Are these hot spots where the ball's kicked most from?
Where they run around, yeah.
Oh.
No, where they've run. Where the players run, that's where the tracker, yeah.
Actually, they're spending a lot of time. Kind of interesting.
That's a Mark. I can say it most days. Put a mic in front of me and I can't. Yeah, he's the one that took out Cox before.
Is Cox come back in? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, no, he came back on. Yeah.
I've been so like sidetracked.
A few years ago, one of the Geelong players lost the shit. Was it a liver or a kidney? Hang on, you got 2 kidneys, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, he lost a kidney. He was pissing blood. He got kneed in the back in a
Gross.
marking contest.
So,
And he came back
GPS
and played,
trackers
yeah.
on him.
Like, yeah, see at the top and the back. You can see you see them just sticking
Did I
out.
notice it? No.
Oh, I guess not. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, huh.
It's a pretty statistical based game. When there is a video. Did you react to that video?
Yeah.
Stats, yeah. I was gonna say,
Most
yeah.
analytics in a sport, whatever. I was like, that's a big claim. But then I got into it. I'm like, holy shit.
No, well, you don't even know what video supports your video, so that's probably
Yeah.
most. Yeah.
Well, I
never knew
saw
that
it.
was
The problem is I never looked at it because the percentages are so low. Like, I don't know what yours say, but like that top suggested video.
Yeah, the more you get, obviously,
was
it
like
dilutes
4%.
Yeah, it dilutes
And
it.
so I
down the
never
more
like
you
looked
get.
into it because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, only 4% of traffic. I want to see where the majority of traffic was. But then I looked into it. It was kind of cool to see the other channels. And I've been trying to get into my analytics more. Yes.
Oh, wow, we were.
Oh wow, nice mark. Amal, you're so angry. Why are you so angry?
Who's angry?
Amal says he's angry.
Oh. He must go for Collingwood, or he bet against Geelong.
Yeah, he goes to
Don't
Collingwood.
look at me. Mm.
Man, this is just an ass kicking. You got to be a pretty happy camper right now, bud.
Yep. Well, when they do lift the lockdown in Victoria, I think most of the Collingwood supporters aren't going to actually come out. They'll just stay in.
Do they have attendance? I didn't even look. Do they have people there?
Yeah, they do. I think they might have about 30,000. Well, they were hoping for 30,000, I think.
So, how much do they plan on having for the final, the grand final?
It depends what Queensland, if Queensland, the restrictions, if they let more in at the moment, capacity-wise. I don't know what capacity they're running at the moment, but what's that, 2 more weeks away, they might jack it up a bit depending on what cases they have in between now and then.
So did they just...
Because you can see, like, all the top decks, there's, no people sitting there, and then there's...
So,
yeah.
Since they're, like, I'm just going to use, like, a rough number. Let's say they're at 25, or let's say they're at 50% capacity, right?
Oh, yeah, I think there's maybe 60,000 in The Gabba, I'm not sure. Like the MCG on a good day. That's the thing. MCG, because they got all the MCC members, they like have reserve seats, and half the time they don't show up. So where you could get a crowd, close to 100,000, it's about 90,000
Well,
there.
yeah.
Well, it's all
Right.
dependent on what teams, of course, but you usually get
My question was, I guess, like,
90,000.
let's just use, like, let's say there was hypothetically 50% capacity. Do they double the ticket prices then? Because they got to still make their money, right? So
Nah.
how is that working?
No, that it's
Oh.
made a loss this year. Like the whole, but like the training staff, coaching staff. There's been a lot of people. The footy industry's laid off a lot of people this season, and they've cut back. Like next year, the playing lists are going to be less, so there'll be less jobs as a football player available. So and they don't know what the list numbers are going to be. The AFL hasn't said it yet, so teams are trying to work out who to keep, who to give contracts to, who they're going to trade. Because they've like everything, they've taken a blow. Because usually the home team would get the gate, I think, from memory. So that's sort of, if each team has so many home games in a season, well, that's gone out the window.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how sports going forward.
So yeah, the salary cap and things like that have, has shrunk.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all affects sports, all sports in the future.
See this defeat will probably affect Collingwood next season.
In what way?
It'll just psychological scarring, because you're just getting run over.
I'd have never seen an AFL player throw the footy. That was. But I'm just saying, I've never seen a
throwing it back to
person do it, and that was the weirdest thing ever. I've never seen somebody overhand throw a footy, an AFL player. That was cool. It threw me off for a second. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, this will, smashings in finals can wreck teams for, a couple of seasons, because they get a like Geelong and Hawthorn. We played them in the 2000. We won the 2007 grand final. Then we played them in the 2008 grand final. We should have really won, but they won a game no one thought they were going to win. And what they did, they just kept rushing behind when the score was close, which you could do back then. They've since changed the rule that you need to have pressure to rush it behind, where they just rush it just so, they have control of the ball.
Their coach did not look happy there.
And
Collingwood guy.
Yeah. Oh, no, that wasn't that coach. That was with the glasses. That's Eddie Maguire. He's the president.
No, it was like 30 seconds in the black.
Oh, and Buckley as well.
Yeah. He just had this like stern look on his face. Yeah.
Very rarely does he look happy. So from that day on, most of our players were like, right, we're never going to let Hawthorn beat us again. Or one of the players said, as long as I'm playing for Geelong, they're never going to beat us again. And I think we won like 11 or 13 games on the trot. Like someone in the comments will probably be able to correct me on that. It was heaps. And they called it the Kennett curse because their president said something smart-assy about us. And they're like, oh, don't say that. You've cursed us now. We can't beat Geelong. And the games were like classics, like a win after the siren where we shouldn't have won, or 1 point victory because we came back from 20 points and we shouldn't have. And
get in your head way too much, I feel like or the teams do. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like as much of a thing.
Yes, like I said, if you have a big loss, it can put the team back a bit. It all depends, I guess, who you got in the club as well. It's a lot more culture based, I guess.
I'm gonna try and catch up on some of this chat here quick. It's blowing up. Let's see. Oh, there's the 1989 grand final. Somebody told me I gotta look at too. I keep going back. Those are fun.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yep. That's the one I told you about, the guy that got his lung punctured with his broken rib.
Yeah. Future AFL, welcome back. Hello. I know, another great game I picked. I mean, I'm picking all the games, and they're turning out fantastic. So, like, yeah. But no, this is fun. Let's see.
Yeah,
The
it's
current
great fun.
restrictions in QLD is 75% capacity, I think, so around 30,000 capacity at the moment. Okay.
Okay.
Have I ever seen the Adelaide Crows play? Yes, I watched probably a few of their games a few weeks ago, I think. I don't remember exactly which ones. I'd have to go back and look. Pi is getting PTSD from a loss this big. Loving Brock's comments on the game. Clearly a cat supporter. Nice. There you go. Let's see. Poor Eddie.
Yeah, we absolutely mauled Port in the 2007 grand final, and it took them forever to get over it.
Cox had a flaccid game, and Kev says he might need Viagra. Go Lions, somebody says. All right.
Oh, okay. I'll
Eddie's
see
not
you next
getting
week.
root tonight.
He might have to phone a friend. Eddie Maguire hosts our version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, as well as being a president of a football club, and he's also on a football show as well. He's one of these everymen. He does about 4 different jobs.
Renaissance man.
Yeah.
G'day, Artress. Thanks. Glad you're watching the videos. Glad you're enjoying them. Glad you're here. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Gee, lucky we're not playing for percentage here. We're letting it slip.
Dave says, in case you don't know, Eddie Maguire is the president of Collingwood. He is a very polarizing figure, and most people hate him. Okay. I should have switched to the NRL at halftime. This is belting. I don't have the NRL, you guys. I'm an American. We don't get this stuff on the TV. I paid big bucks for the AFL. Not really, but you know, this is what I got. This is what we're working with, and I enjoy it because it's coming down to the wire. And you guys can't tell me this isn't your like biggest freaking thing over there right now.
Hey, on the third, is it the 3rd of November? The Tuesday? Is that the 3rd or
You're talking about for
the
what, voting?
4th?
I don't remember.
Yeah. You gonna do a live stream of that?
I try. Yeah, it's the 3rd. It's so hard not to get political.
Just every time
when
someone
it's, like,
you don't
the middle of an
actually
election year.
But I mean, every time someone gets a vote that you don't like, you just put up a picture of Eddie Maguire looking really sad.
Oh, I just want this year to be over with. I'm so tired of it. Can I just move to like an island somewhere for the next 12 months? Be done. This guy looks pissed.
Yeah,
Bucksy.
that's Bucks. That's Mr. Fig Jam.
guy.
He's got the worst skin for someone that would have like disposable income being a coach, and he was a gun player. It's like, go to a dermatologist, mate. He's just, yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, I used to have acne and I got rid of it, and it's like, you know, I'm some schmo that, you know, I'm not rolling in cash. It's like, come on.
That's what blows me away when I watch like Joe Rogan stuff, because he's got so much money and he's like, you know, he's gonna be like, he's like getting younger as he gets older.
Oh yeah, but
He gets like IVs of vitamins and like, yeah, he's probably
stuff
like,
and
you know, drinking stem cells out of protein shakes and shit. And
yeah, sacrificing babies and drinking their blood and stuff.
No, it's just, yeah. But he's like, he talks about it all the time. Every time he's gonna guess, he's got.
What's that stuff he's always saying? Hey, have you tried? Was it DM?
Yeah. Like opens up your mind. I tried some nootropics, but I haven't really. I never stuck with it. I just got to eat it with food and make your stomach upset. Oh, what is going on here? Can Collingwood get a nice? They're gonna make a big comeback, boys.
I know
they're making a big comeback.
They're making
boys
a charge. Yeah. They'll come back
Yeah.
in the 8th quarter.
Chicks dig scars, says Brendan. Yeah, November 3rd's our election. I don't want to talk about it. Everyone respects Buckley though, huh?
No.
I don't know, guys. Yeah, DMT.
He was a mercenary. Buckley was originally drafted by the Brisbane. I think they were the Bears at that stage. They were the Lions before they merged with the Fitzroy Lions. They were a Melbourne team, Fitzroy, and they went belly up. So to save their culture and their history, they merged with the Brisbane Bears and became the Brisbane Lions. That's why you see FFC on the back of the Lions jumpers. Fitzroy Football Club is what it stands for.
You see those little freaking teddy bears in the middle of Collingwood people, and they're just like laid back. They're like watching the game like this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So he was like the number 1 draft pick, and Brisbane got him. He played there, and as soon as he was able to leave, like his contract ended, he went to Collingwood because he wanted to win a premiership, and Brisbane ended up winning 3 in a row. They had a three-peat, and one of them, or maybe 2 of them, I can't remember. At least one of them was against Collingwood, and Buckley was playing, and he never won one. Never won a premiership. I know you could say, if you had to stay to Brisbane, coulda, shoulda, woulda, what would have happened? But
didn't he write a book called
the irony?
Collingwood? I don't know.
Sure. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just saw like the biggest look of disgust on one of the Collingwood players' faces, looking at his teammate for kicking that out of bounds. Like he did not look happy. Like that's not a good vibe when you're getting frustrated with your.
Start going off at each other. Finger pointing.
You see it like in his face. He's just kind of staring at him like, what the hell? Let's see here. Yeah, Buckley has been unhappy since he left Brisbane to play in the premierships, and they went to win 3. Yeah, that's what chat's saying too.
At least when LeBron left to get a championship in the NBA, he actually followed through.
Yeah. Judd, swear Minky are a curse for teams when you live stream. I agree, bud. Welcome, Judd. Good to see you here. How you doing? Brisbane Lions were the Brisbane Bears with koalas as a mascot. Yeah. You were telling me that yesterday.
Yeah, I was, even though it's not an actual bear.
I had an American
just to confuse everyone.
Say like, we're talking about. Was it American? We're talking about bears.
Fitzroy.
I was like, we have bears in America. They don't have bears there, right? And they're like, well, they got koalas. I'm like, well, they're not like. I wouldn't compare a koala to like a brown bear.
Yeah, it's like saying a possum's
like
a cat.
Possum's a lion.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, years ago, I don't know how long ago, but see, people kick up a stink if you change things. Like if they came out next year and said Geelong are going to change their name to the Geelong Dogs, people were like, "Oh, what tradition? We've been the Cats forever." Yada yada yada. But like Fitzroy Lions, they used to be called the Gorillas. So it's just funny.
Like I know recently, like the NFL, there's all the team name changes have been like in the very early days.
Yeah, you guys are a bit more flippant with it. Yeah,
you don't want to change the names.
I mean, you just get rid of names and just call them
my point
the Washington
is that
team.
hasn't happened in so long. That's why people are so upset, is because like traditionally.
You think they could have pushed something through really quick, though?
What do you mean?
Have a name at least.
Instead of the Washington football team.
Like, would you not, if Minnesota Vikings said they're going to change their name because it was culturally inappropriate for the Viking, Viking
Vikings
heritage?
never wore horns on their helmets or heads, and we have like mat or hats with all that. It's now technically.
Would you, and they changed it to something you didn't particularly like, would you jump off and go, right, I'm not supporting the Minnesota anymore because they changed their name to the Minnesota Taipans?
I'd be a little upset.
For argument's sake.
Yeah.
Be upset, but would you stop supporting them?
I don't know. Depends on the context.
Really? You're that fickle?
Yeah, because I don't like, and it comes down to the same like thing, like we're like changing words and tearing down like statues, even like without knowing the historical context. Like,
Oh no, I don't mean so much as why they've done it. I mean what the end
sure.
result is in the name.
I mean, I would get
Yeah.
more upset by like what the context for it is, like bowing down to that kind of social justice crap.
What has forced their hand to do it. Yeah.
That bothers me. I would probably, if anything, I would just rock my original
Oh,
Vikings apparel and be like, "F you guys."
they should have just changed the name to the Washington Slave Traders. That would've been-
Right, yeah. You know what's funny? It wasn't until like a few years ago I always thought Washington, and this is bad as an American, I always thought the Washington Redskins were from Washington State, not Washington D.C. I literally was like, I was like in high school when so. But they could be called like the Washington. Oh, they can't call themselves the Capitals because there's already a Capitals, the hockey team.
Isn't that the crappy team as well that play against the Globetrotters?
Washington Capitals are a really good hockey team. NHL.
No, but what are they called then? The Washington, aren't they Washington? The team that always loses and only ever won once against the Harlem Globetrotters?
Again, I don't me and basketball aren't thing. Oompa Loompas? That's what Kev says.
Oompa Loompas. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You'll love this.
Squeaker.
Not so much a squeaker as we know.
Oh, just a freaking belter right through. Little
cop that.
For good measure. I forget his name again. What's his name?
Tomahawk. Just call him Tomahawk.
Steak. Tomahawk steak.
Tom Hawkins. So we have a thing too, which is I'm guessing it's probably unique to Australia, to Aussie rules. We have the father-son rule.
What's that?
So if my dad played for Geelong and then I was coming up and I was a good player, Geelong can say, right, we've got dibs on him.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not a thing here.
Because he's I think you've got to play 100 games for the club. So if you've got someone that's played 100 games for Geelong and then they got a trade and then they played 100 for Carlton, either team could say, right, the player could say, right, I want to go to this team. So it's the father-son rule. And they're actually in the female league that's only into its 4th year, I think, from memory, have a father-daughter rule. So if the fathers play, well, it hasn't been going on enough to have a mother-daughter rule.
In the next 10 years?
So they got a father-son. I think they got a father-son rule. Father-daughter rule,
rule in like 10 years or 20 years.
Oh, well, I guess once it gets to a certain point,
sure there
there's
are
enough
ladies in the AFL having kids.
Generations.
Had kids.
Yeah, there'll be enough. Yeah, once they get enough generational, because they don't play as many games. They kind of play during the off season of the AFL.
During cricket or what?
And yeah, kind of during cricket, and their final will sort of, I think it comes when everything's normal in the world. I think their final is like the first or second week of the start of the AFL season, because naturally they don't want to take crowds away from the AFL. But I don't mind watching the females go around. They go in just as hard as the males. Obviously, they don't hit as hard because it's they're females, but they don't take a backward step.
No, I was trying to find some like stuff to react to, like for the female footy league, but it's harder to find videos, like good videos to watch for it. So if there's any ladies out there in chat who have any good videos to recommend, shoot them in the Discord for me, and I'll take a look at them for sure. All the links are in the description, so go check it out. Oh, nice. Taking a mark. Collingwood, I want to see you at least get to 40 points. Can you make a run to 40? Doubt it. Oh my gosh, we have so many names for the Washingtons now. Holy moly.
Yeah, they just coming in, are they?
For a while. Wow.
The Washington Wankers.
The Washington football team. Yeah, okay, I'm catching up. The Washington Oompa Loompas, like Kev said. Washingtons.
Washingtons.
Right.
How about the Washington
Washington
Georges?
Justice. That would actually not be bad if they wanted to sound like badass.
It's a bit poxy, that.
Huh?
It's a bit poxy.
It is, but imagine playing the Justice. Like, you could really play that up. Like the Golden Knights, like the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Like, that's like, why do you put Golden Knights in it? I mean, it's a little hotsy-totsy, but if you're gonna rename a team, might as well freaking. I don't mind that one. I guess Washington Trumpers, the Washington Presidents. Let's see. Washington Crows. What would it be, Crows? Washington Washed Pies. Is this Cox's last game? Somebody asks. It might be. Who knows? Who knows? What do you think? Who do you think it's gonna be his last game?
Nah.
Is he gonna become?
I don't know. I don't think Cameron's done anything this. Not that Cox has done a lot, but I don't think Cameron. I think Cameron's the other big man they put in. I think that was him there. Well, to be honest, if you went by this game, none of them will be playing next year.
Well, I was gonna say that too. You can't really judge this game off one player, you know. But
I don't know if he's contracted for next year or not, because usually the rucks they call it the ruck merry-go-round. Like one will retire, and the other, we need to, even though we might have a good ruck, we need some backup ruck in case one goes down, and yeah. So a lot of clubs want depth. And ruckmen tend to they get their craft, hone their craft a bit better when they get a bit older. They're one of positions as, you know, the older they get, the better they get at it.
yeah, he got an extension on his current contract. Somebody said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So you got a Cox instead.
Yeah.
Damn it! I tripped over my own tongue with that one.
Yeah, the Cox extension is a tough one to say.
Yeah. Try saying that one, yeah.
Then, well, Kev even said there might be a few clubs interested if Collingwood is. I don't know.
But these days, a contract doesn't mean anything. Back in the day, it used to be stay away, but nowadays.
Oh, so they didn't play the finals for the girls this year?
No, it was like, I think whoever finished on top got it because of COVID. It sort of came when they were about to sort of get into it. I don't know if they played one round or not. I can't remember. Or whether they got deep into it and they just called the final off, and then they worked it out on who was on top and who had the best percentage. If it was, tied on points.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Because they have a division thing as well. They have 4 teams in one division and 4 teams in another, because they don't have the same amount of teams, because they're still expanding it.
Gotcha.
They don't want to. They want the quality to be there, and then obviously build up the professionalism as it goes along, because it's not professional at the moment. The girls work when they're not playing.
Gotcha.
Like some of them are, cross codes. Like, some of them will play in our national basketball league, or have played for, the national soccer team, or played hockey, or
kind of thing.
Yeah. So that in one season they might play cricket, and then in the off season they'll play footy. Bit like is it Deion Sanders, or who was or Jerry Rice, or whoever used to play NBA and NFL back in the day.
I don't know. I know Jordan played baseball.
There was no, but these players actually played both at the same time.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Back in the day, they were able to do it.
Jeez, yeah.
I think Jerry Rice was one, and there was another one. I don't know if it was Deion Sanders or if I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, game is still on. Hockey not for much longer though. It's kind of a blowout.
Well, there you go. Your boys got it.
Somebody said that noticed Cox only marks the ball with one hand.
Yeah, you usually only put one hand up. I reckon that's like I said before, how he's been taught how to kick with no bad habits. being someone that didn't, I didn't play footy growing up because I was more into basketball. But the few times, like when we'd have kick to kick in the schoolyard, I was always shit scared of putting two hands up because it was like, oh, if I fall over or,
You're defenseless.
I don't have that hand to put down sort of thing. So I think it's a part of that. He hasn't grown up going up for pack marks and that. He needs a hand to steady himself to put up. But, I suppose in the comments they'll tell me if my theory is wrong on that. But
I mean, that sounds right. I mean, like, my thing is, if he could learn to, kind of overcome that with two hands, he could probably take that would and be really better at.
It'll come if he keeps at it. Yeah.
His height, that's like his biggest skill set is.
And maybe that's the thing too. The taller if you're fast, you tend not to work on, if you're tall, you don't have to work on certain things because you're tall. You can use that as your advantage sort of thing. Whereas if you're a bit slower, you got to work on other skills.
Well, and also too, like I was saying, like the taller you are, the harder you fall. It's just fact, it's gravity. So it's got to be more sketchy, for someone like my height versus someone his height. I'd probably not be as scared to put two hands up versus somebody who's.
Plus you see these players going in anyway. They're going in regardless of whether they're putting two or whatever hands up. They're going to get jarred every time. Right. I remember years ago I was playing footy, just mucking around during a lunch break at school in high school, and I grabbed the ball and one of my friends tackled me, and it was like a sling tackle. I kicked the ball, but he kept around with the tackle and he just pretty much threw me, and bang, I hit the ground, back of the head. It's like, oh, it like shook up the fillings in my teeth, pretty what it felt like. But
maybe a little concussion. Yeah. Yeah, I got knocked out once snowboarding. That was fucking rough. Had a few injuries in sports.
Just don't eat the yellow snow.
Exactly. The best part here is I've got real good at spelling my name in cursive in the snow. We get a lot of snow.
Yeah, I did that once, but it wasn't in my handwriting.
Precision, and it's tough because it's cold, right? It's tough because it's cold. When it's negative 10 degrees, you got
shrinkage. Yeah. You hate it when your nipples are bigger than your penis.
If you ever try writing with a pencil that big, it's tough. Just kidding.
How many people we got in the chat now?
45. Let's go. We're talking about pencils. And we got they hit 100. Good job, kitties. Hit 100. Let's go, kitty cats. Let's go, kitty cats. All right, I'm gonna catch up on a couple things. Oh, Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. Oh,
that's what I was thinking of then. Bo Jackson. Yeah. I think he might have been baseball in NFL.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think he was an NBA player. I'm pretty sure Glenn Rice was he played, well, for one team it was Miami Heat, but I'm pretty sure he played NFL as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. You Aussies know more than I do, it seems like.
Oh yes. We're very knowledgeable as a country.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the game.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Lizzo was singing at halftime.
Yeah, she was. All right, so I
smile, Buckley. Come on, give us a smile.
I'll do it for you guys here. Oh, hold on.
We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong.
Right, yeah. Set it up. I didn't think of beforehand.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
And we are golden.
And I don't think I'll be able to hear it, will I?
Nope.
No, well, I can hear it on my telly, so it's all good.
The greatest team of all. We are Geelong.
Always on the ball. I think this is the Berenstain Bears or something, a baseball song, I think. Because most of our songs, except for the newer teams like your West Coast and your Frios and that, all the older teams, like the original teams back in the day, all the songs are like actual songs that they've just changed the lyrics to. Like, I think there's, oh shit, there's one I think is like a New Year's Eve song or something. One of them, like When the Saints Go Marching In. That's pretty much When the Saints Go Marching In, just tweaked for St Kilda.
Right. That's funny. Yeah, I listen. I still got to do a video on the songs, and again, this is like one I might actually put that out at the end of the season. Like looking at all the songs. So I previewed a little bit remix of it, and there was a few I'm like, these sound pretty familiar to like you know. Don't put my finger on it, but yeah. Archer says, now that I've been immersing myself in the AFL, how does it rate versus NFL or basketball? Well, I'm not going to comment on basketball because I don't really care much. But compared to like NFL or even let's say hockey, as far as I enjoy it, I like it a lot. It's different. It's fun to get into, and I think the best part about it is like getting into it, like to see the Aussie community, like the Aussie side of it, that culture, and getting into it. That's been really fun. Because when I watched the videos years ago, like just randomly, I saw a few games, so I knew what it was, but I never really kind of understood the big picture on like how big it is over there, and then how like, you know, how crazy it gets. And so over the last few months, getting into the AFL has been cool to kind of see your guys' culture from that, you know, like how big it is there, and like I didn't know you guys had a day off for it, and like, it's just kind of cool to see that. The sport wise, it's pretty awesome. I've always liked it. I watched it.
Well, that was like, on the flip side, that was like me with well, back in the day, American football, NFL, we'd call it gridiron, you know. Before the NFL was kind of as popular as it is now, because you'd never have the Super Bowl on free-to-air TV here on our Monday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because it's about 10 a.m. Monday, I think, when it drops. But I didn't know much about the rules. I was like, oh, this stupid game, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're stopping, they're starting, they're stopping, they're starting. What's going on? The whole team's walking off and another team's coming on and all this crap.
Oh, yeah.
And then I played probably Madden 95 or something. It was back in the day. It was one of Madden's
the game
EA Sports games. Yeah. I was like, oh, I understand this. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Yeah. And then my old man would always go, oh, stupid bloody, well, they're stopping and starting and stopping. And this, you know. And I'm like, just think of it like a chess game, but the pieces are actually people.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it's like really physical. At the
same time. I can sit down and I can, you know, watch it because I understand. You know, it's like anything. Once you understand it, you can get into it and enjoy it.
Right.
Except for netball.
Except for netball. Well, and it's cool because like once you get into fantasy, like if you're interested next year, you should look into like fantasy football. If my roommate can do it, who's never watched a game of football in his life, and he's kind of I think he's an alien. I think he's an alien.
We have the fantasy.
Dude, if he can do it and win half the games every year, then you could do it. But it gets you into it more because like I used to only just watch the Vikings, and I used to like not get super into football because it was just like, oh, I'd watch my team play whenever, and it was kind of, you kind of get into it, but there's a lot of other stuff going on. But once you get into fantasy, it's like, oh, now I have players from all different teams, right? I have my own roster. I might have 2 wide receivers, one from the Vikings, one from the Patriots. But so now I'm watching all these different games to see how my players do, not necessarily the games. I'm rooting for individual players, and it kind of gets you into the game a little bit more. And it's kind of, that really brought the NFL, like for me, to like a higher level.
Yeah, we had both like for years, and you probably had it there as well. We'd have tipping competitions where you just flat out tip, you know, Geelong to beat Collingwood. So you'd tip 8 winners.
Yeah,
for the round, and
bet.
Yeah. So and then you'd have that, and then you'd usually, most places would have, you know, first place, second place, third place, and then some competitions, because they'll usually run in workplaces and shit like that, and then some would say whoever finished last would get their money back, which is stupid. And then fantasy footballs in the last few years is sort of taken off big time, and to the point where, you know, you can do that via the AFL app and points. And
I want to try
trade
fantasy football
like that. Yeah,
I want to try it next year.
Okay, so next week it's Port Adelaide and Richmond, Friday night at 7 p.m.
Okay. And
then it's Geelong and Brizzy, Saturday night at 7 p.m.
So I gotta see. Let me pull.
I don't know whether that's when the telecast starts or the actual game time.
I want to see when it starts from.
Oh, sad cocks.
So it'll be at the same time, basically, 3:50 and 40. What's Sadcox? Why Sadcox?
No, they're showing the rooms, the locker
I
rooms,
see,
and
I
he's
see.
sitting there taking off his strapping and sitting there going, "Oh, I could have been working for Exxon Valdez or whatever."
He loves it. He loves it. I think
Oh,
his biggest thing is he probably gets a lot of. I don't want to say shit for being an American, but it probably weighs.
Oh, I thought you
It
were gonna
probably
say
weighs
pussy.
on him. I think he puts too much pressure on
Oh,
himself.
but he strives on that. That's what he says. He strives on it.
Well, I think he does, but I also think it puts unnecessary pressure on things. Like I think it allows him to get into his head more.
But he can always turn around and say, "Hey, mate, I've been playing this for I've been playing this for 5 years,
Right. But my point is, him even saying that.
and I'm playing at the top level."
Right.
You
I
know,
heard him say that.
how many goals have you kicked in the AFL? Sort of thing. And they got no comeback.
No, right.
Yeah.
That's good. But my thing is, just by saying that, it shows that it's in his. Like, he's thinking about it. It shows that he's thinking about that whole fact that he's an outsider. Like, he's not just like the quiet guy just busting ass.
Well, but he's closing in on 100 games.
Yeah.
So once he gets to 100 games, he'll have, I'm pretty sure 100 games is life membership for a footy club.
No. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's 100. It might be two. I'm not sure. Well, 100 or 200. I'm sure people in the chat will be able to correct me if they haven't all left.
About 40% left. We still got 26 people in here.
But and obviously if he sticks around and let's say Collingwood win the grand final next year and he's part of it, then they have grand final reunions, 10-year, 20-year, 30-year, 40-year, big piss up, and they'll gather and have a function.
Oh man.
So
yeah, I will never hear the end of it on my channel if Collingwood wins grand final. Some people say he's like, Kev says, I still can't work out gridiron. It's not that hard, bud. If I can figure out the AFL, you can figure out American football. Not too terrible. Just play some, like you said, play some Madden. It'll really make you understand a little bit better.
What's the difference between a comb and a Collingwood supporter?
A comb and a Collingwood supporter? A comb has teeth.
Yeah.
I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what you're putting down
Or
there,
more teeth, one or the other.
teeth. Yeah. All right. Yep. Power. People think the Power are gonna be. You got a lot of power people. A lot of power people.
It's gonna be, well, if I have my way, it'll be a Richmond Geelong grand final.
You think so?
Which means Richmond will beat Port and we'll beat Brizzy.
Would you?
If we can't beat Brisbane, then I want Brisbane to go all the way, because one, they beat us, and two, I don't want Richmond or Port to win. I don't want Port to win because they're Port.
Okay.
No matter what year it is, and I don't want Richmond to win only because they've won the last two or three.
Do you think you would have the Cats would have a better chance beating Richmond over Port?
Pretty much even, but Richmond have had our measure this year for some reason.
So maybe you'd rather face Port, as far as like.
I don't know. It's different. It's this year's just weird.
Right, I suppose, yeah.
It'll be the first. Well, it'll be played at this ground, and we've had a good record at this ground this year. So we've played our best footy at the Gabba this year. So there's no like home ground advantage really, because everyone's like, oh, Brisbane, Gold Coast, and the Adelaide teams and the Western Australia teams, like every place except for Victoria that have had a game, they're like, oh, they should be winning because it's home ground advantage. It's like, well, not really, because everyone's playing at their grounds this year because they have to.
Yeah,
so it negates it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know it's so weird with all, like in the NFL.
At least we've got it up and running. Yeah.
Like in the NFL, we have two teams that aren't even playing games right now. So now they're trying to think like, do we take a game away from every team in the NFL to make it even? Like it's so just a cluster right now.
Yeah, we only had one game that got called off because there was a false positive in a COVID test. The player tested positive, and they tested him. I think he tested negative, positive, negative. But obviously, to be on the safe side, they called off the game, and then they just rescheduled it for the last round. because we had like the they had the 2 blocks of Festival of Footy where they were just like bang, 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 like 20 something days of footy,
Right.
nearly straight. So they just put it in stuck it into what they called the last round, and yeah, but that was the only hiccup, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they won't cancel the games for like a player testing positive, like those kind of quarantine. But like, we're talking like whole teams are like got tested. Like,
That's the thing; it runs through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then they're figuring out like, does it impact like when you're on the field, like,
Well,
bumping into
you
each
look,
other and-
yeah, you look at teams, you look at the Rose Garden. Here, there was a butcher that I think had it in a shopping centre, and customers that had it. A bakery next to him, they just got tested. They weren't showing any symptoms of COVID. They just got tested to be cautious, and one of them had it. So, even if you're not showing, you can still pass it on depending how proximity and
yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people who have gotten it and it's gone through and they don't even know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like really helpful.
Well, I know there's a YouTube channel I watch. It's from over in London, and just about, I think it was about February when everything was sort of kicking off with it. And people were realizing, it's probably a little bit serious, and it's more than just angina type thing. He got really sick, and he thought it was just a flu type thing. And he said, I reckon I had COVID, but because it was early on, I didn't there was nowhere to go or get tested and things like that. He said, I felt like I was dying. I had sweats and
Yeah.
So I don't know. Can you? I think you can test for antibodies after the fact, can't you, to see if you've had it?
I don't know how that works, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I remember my mom had it. She got it. She got real sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think because at one point they were like, you can only get, once you get it, you've got it, and that's it. You don't get it again. And then there's like stories coming through. Oh no, someone's got it, and then they got it again, and then they're like, oh no, hang on, they got it, but they didn't get it again. It was just, they still had it from the first time. It just hadn't gone away fully. Like, make up your mind.
Yeah, Brandon says the safest, deadliest pandemic. Pretty much.
Yeah. I just like the picture from the Spanish flu where the cat's got the mask on. Have you seen that picture?
I don't know. Maybe. That's funny. I should.
I
got a cat on it. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's like a whole family, like mother, father, daughter, son,
I think I have.
and the pet, and they're all wearing masks. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Oh man. Yeah, I think the weirdest thing my mom said, and actually I heard this from 2 other people who had COVID, said the exact same symptom, which I thought was crazy. They said that my mom said the worst part of it all was that she lost her sense of taste. She couldn't taste anything.
Yeah, they reckon taste or smell can go.
Yeah, well, it was because if your smell goes, your taste goes. Like, I think you can only taste 4 things on your tongue, and the rest of it is through your scent, where you get all your taste from. And so when you lose your sense of smell, you lose your sense of taste. She was like making foods that she couldn't taste, and like when she got better, she ate that food again. It was terrible. Like she's like, I thought it was gonna be permanent for the rest of my life. I was never gonna be able to taste anything again. She was freaking out. Like she's like, that was the worst part. And I actually, when somebody else got it, completely different person on social media, I saw it, they were complaining about not being able to taste anything, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like a little kind of thing that I haven't heard anybody talking about it, like losing their taste. I think,
but they could just go out and buy tofu. There'd be,
Well, that's she's like. My mom was like, I made chili. I made really spicy chili to try and get some flavor. She's like, I couldn't taste anything, and then when I ate it the next week, like it was like the spiciest, worst thing ever. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad. That'd be like people that can't feel, like, not with COVID, but I mean,
feel pain.
that don't have a sense of touch. Yeah, or pain. Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Not knowing that you're on fire. What?
Oh, scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up, Brock. We got about 20 people left in chat, so I appreciate everybody who's still stuck around to this point. If you are still here and you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Do it. Just do it. Just hit the subscribe button.
If I
hit that
point
bell
that way or
notification.
that way, where is
I'm
it?
pointing. Yeah, no, you're right. You're good. You're good.
Popping up?
Yep.
I'm good. Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
I'll do it even. I'll do it one more time, even just for good measure. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also go check out the check out the description and check out the Incorrectly podcast. I have a linked in there that is the podcast episode that I was a guest on. It is Brock and Evan's channel, so definitely go give them some support. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and stay tuned. And tell them a little bit about your channel, like how often you're doing videos and what your plans are, real quick before we sign off.
Yeah, we do a weekly podcast. Usually runs about an hour or so, depending on what topics. We just talk about news, pop culture, take the piss out of things. Everyone's fair game. So yeah, no punches pulled, so to speak. And probably some clips coming. So if you can't sit through that, or you just like little bite-size tidbits, they'll be coming in a week or so. And then probably later down the track, we'll get a Patreon happening if you want to support the channel that way. We've got an Instagram, but all our links are in every video channel as well, description. So, yeah, if you do listen to something and you like it, be sure to leave a comment, say good day, subscribe if you want to. Say you came from Minky's live stream or channel or Discord or wherever you have come from.
Let them know where you came from.
And, yeah. Go Cats.
Yeah, easiest way to stay updated on his stuff is just to subscribe. The same with my stuff. Just subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Also, go into the description. The Discord is there. Brock's in the Discord. Our Discord. So if you want to talk to him, you can always go do that. As me as well. If you want to send me video recommendations, all that good stuff. But yeah.
My logo in the Discord is me as Takashi69.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy. I need to get something cool like that. I don't have anything cool.
I'm into doing the deep. I'll deep fake you if you send me a photo. I will put you in a deep fake.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to have some fun with that. But yeah. So we're gonna sign off.
Or I'll
go ahead. No.
I'll talk to you after. No, I'll talk to you after about it. How to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Stay tuned. I got more videos coming out. Again, thank you again so much. Appreciate all the support. Peace, love, and we'll see you later.